Is that another box?
Does this ever stop?
It's either me, or the toys, or the toys, or the toys, or the toys, or the toys.
Welcome to the My Wife is Going to Kill Me podcast.
The podcast where me and my friends talk about the number one thing that makes our wives want to kill us.
Toy collecting!
Transform, roll out. Transform, and roll out. Transform,
That's America's ass.
and roll out. Transform, roll out.
MWIGTKM, my wife
Is going to kill me.
MWIGTKM, my wife
Is going to kill me.
Obi-Wan Kenobi. Oh, wow, you are dumb. All right, man's man, we'll see you on the flip-flop. I tend to lash out to protect my loved ones.
Travis.
At least he's just giving it the old whoppity dop.
It just keeps growing.
And it's good stuff.
Oh, shoot. Jeremy.
Don't encourage him. I hope the cat pisses on you.
You're reading again, aren't you?
I like everything, so just tell me stuff.
Steve.
I'm being misrepresented here. You got no power over me, you harpy.
Did you put a period at the end of that statement?
MWIGTKM, my wife
Is going to kill me.
MWIGTKM, my wife
Is going to kill me.
Let the good times roll.
Now. All right, everybody. I would like to welcome you to the tavern. Come on, step inside. I like to call it Big Pecker Tavern. I'm sitting off in the corner on a big sturdy wooden chair. My shirt's off. I have a leather strap holding a satchel full of odds and ends, my eating knife, things you need to survive. My beard is flowing. I'm glistening in the candlelight. There's a big fireplace off to one end. One end of this big bar, there's a big stone fireplace. It's roaring. And there's a fat chick that does the wench that comes around and serves you drinks. Her name's Molly. She got a big wart on her chin and a huge ass. She walks up to the table and says, "Hello, my love. Would you like another glass of mead?" And I say, "Ugh," and I wave her off. Because I don't need any more right now. I'm good. And as she gets out of my way, my sightline looks directly to the bar, where there's a beautiful blonde with a great big rack and a low neckline. A generous ass. Looks like she could pull a plow very well. Sturdy girl. And yes, I'm feeling the urge to breed her. So I take another swig of ale, and you can see it spills down my beard. My beard's wet, full of the juice. Oh, fuck you! A fucking commercial? You can't do that to me, fucking YouTube. Fuck you. What are you, Courtney, interrupting me? Here we are. We're back. We're back. Woo, I'm so glad.
Steve, come out here and fix the TV.
The big heavy wooden door opens and creaks as it comes, and a big ironclad man in a black suit comes in. He's got a helmet with horns. He takes it off. One of his eyes is glazed over. He's dead. Or his eye's dead. It doesn't see. He's not dead. That would be stupid. He walks over to the bar, and you can hear his armor clanking. And I look at him and I go, I would like to fight him. But not right now. I'm feeling a little sleepy. And then, it's about time I fall asleep, fellas.
You're not even going to roll for initiative?
I don't even know what that is yet.
All right.
So,
Hey, Cody, they can't see Travis.
I'll get in the picture.
Oh, sorry.
That's Travis's fault.
Oh, I didn't. I thought it was not his fault. I should have known. Should have known.
Just wanted everybody to come visit my bar, my tavern, where I hang out.
It's fun. It smells bad in there.
Does it?
Yeah. But I mean, you get used to it. The drunker you get.
Molly smells bad. She's got bad BO. She's wonderful, though. She's very attentive to my needs.
What are those needs?
More ale.
The ale.
More ale, whatever kind of meat they got laying around. Big, like one of those turkey leg or something that they give me that I just bite into.
Pete, how have you not invited this guy to play D&D with you yet?
I can't believe I never thought of trying to include you guys in D&D. It's crazy.
I don't even know how to play D&D.
I should have done something like that. Shame on me.
Welcome, everybody, to episode 239 of the My Wife is Gonna Kill Me podcast. I am Lord Stephen Bushotee. And with me today are the three best co-hosts a host could have. Jeremy DeWitt is here. How you doing, Jeremy?
Hello? I wish I was a little bit taller. I wish I was a baller. I wish I had a girl who looked good, I would call her. I wish I had a rabbit in a hat with a bat and a 6'4" Impala. What?
You kind of did that in kind of like a Cockney accent.
Did I?
Felt a little...
Well, that's what happens when your cock goes down to your knee.
Yeah!
Cocks and socks.
Travis Bolles is here. How you doing, Trav?
I'm here.
Did you like the bar?
I made it.
Were you
Yeah.
comfortable in there?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah? What'd you see? Anything good?
No.
He's such a wet noodle.
I'm sorry. I was still judging Facebook for banning me for 3 days, so I was a little disgruntled.
I can't wait to play D&D with him. All right, Travis. So the large black armored knight with the scarred eye that he obviously can't see from. He's not dead, though, because that would be stupid. Comes at you to attack. What do? Wait, where's the sturdy girl with the nice ass? No, he's attacking you with his broadsword. Okay, so what's the status on the sturdy girl with the ass?
Where's she at?
She's wiping the table down. Her boobs are jiggling when she does it because she's doing this, and she's got that low hanging thing. She's leaning over, and they're just.
And the reason that this guy wants to fight you is because that's his old lady. And he caught you perving.
Now that makes sense.
Something he can relate to.
That's what you got to do. That's how you get him in there. You got to relate to that shit.
There is an entire manual on sex within D&D.
We still have the issue with the loud noise shutting off the audio. Why is that happening, Cody? Now it makes me want to move dials. Do I need to turn the main mix down?
Travis got banned for referring to a person who was transitioning between genders as a tranny.
I didn't even refer to someone as that. I was just repeating. This is how dumb I am.
Yeah.
Curtis sends me a message and goes, hey, here's my question for the show. I got banned from Facebook for this. So I'm like, well, I'm going to forget that question. So I just copied the question and put it in the comments.
And then you got
After
banned.
he told you that he got banned for the same question?
And then I got banned.
Oh, my God. You're so dumb.
God, he's dumb.
Well, he was supposed to be in the studio today, but he got arrested for wearing blackface. So I put blackface on and showed up. I don't know what the problem is.
Oh, Cody was taking a shit. That's why nothing's changed.
I bet his plops are so dainty. I bet it's like deer or
They just
rabbits,
go-
like the little pellets.
They hit the water, they go.
Yep.
Just a little.
He never has any splash up on his balls.
Nope.
For two reasons. One, there's not enough force from the turd, and they're still tucked up nice to his body. They're not like ours.
right.
You know?
Yeah. His nice supple balls.
Supple. I bet they're completely smooth, too. There's not a hair on his balls.
No, and it's natural.
It's natural. He's just one of the lucky ones, you know?
Cody, we need to see your balls.
Will White said Curtis got banned for that, too. Yeah.
Is
Yep,
the
we
loud
know,
thing
because
still
Travis
happening?
is dumb.
Yeah, I'll fix it.
You're gonna fix it.
You gotta fix
Why
it.
didn't you do that last week if you could fix it?
Billy
Shut up. he
Billy
says.
Beige says the politically correct term is ladyboy. So maybe if you should have put
No,
that in.
I don't think it
I
is.
don't think it is either.
That's not. No, it's not.
Nope.
You can't say the N word. You got to say colored. No, that's not right
Nope,
either.
that's
Like
not
those-
good. Nope.
We can line them all up. There can be more than one way to not say something appropriately. So
All right.
Facebook is
It's a jerk.
Facebook's saving the world.
Pete McCarthy's here. How you doing, Pete? I'm doing great. Thanks for asking, Steve. It's good to be back.
welcome back.
I missed you guys. I got a
Yeah.
little taste of you, though, when everybody was talking about episode 223 on the old Book of Faces. So I went back and listened to that intro, and it was pretty epic.
I don't remember it.
It was good.
Yeah.
Oh, you would remember if we just told you what it was about. You
Yeah, basically, it was him talking about Courtney being, like, taking care of her as cattle.
Yeah.
I feed her. I walk her.
Yeah. Yep.
I encourage her to take walks. Keep her healthy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Things happened. We went to Flint yesterday.
Yeah, first time in Flint.
Flint's a shithole.
It's a Flint hole. Yeah.
Water tastes bad.
From what I hear, we mixed it with pop.
Met old Carl Miller over in.
And he is old.
He is
50.
50. Met Carl over there in the good old Flint. We checked out a toy store. What was it called?
There and Back Again Toys.
They're Back Again Toys.
Is it a store?
Yeah.
They had all sorts of stuff. Dig through bins.
Felt like a small toy show almost.
Almost, yeah.
The
Like
way it.
just one vendor who had a lot of really good stuff.
Did you guys swing through Allegan and see the new Tardy's Underground?
No.
Not at all.
Did you know Justice Curry went the other day? We talked for about 25 minutes. I think he mentioned it 3 times while he went to support. And I'm like, yeah, we all know you went. Thanks, bud. Fuck.
Justice.
That guy's horn only can be tooted by himself. And he knows how to toot it.
Oh, he's a fucking champ on that thing.
He's a tutor.
He's a tutor.
Mm-hmm.
Rootin' tootin' justice.
It was nice to see him. He's a good hugger, but he's kind of frail. You notice that, Trav?
Oh, he's skinny.
Yeah. Like I like.
Not
I
like
prefer,
Carl Miller.
I prefer a
No.
little bit more meat on my bones.
Hug Carl Miller, you're like,
Yeah, it's
God,
like
you're a man.
it's like hugging a man.
Yeah, Carl Miller is kind of a man's man.
Yeah.
You know who's not? Joe Crazy Bill. Because what kind of man fucks with somebody's chair in the podcast studio? You know what I mean?
How dare he make himself comfortable while he's here?
Where is intern Bill?
Yeah.
I don't know.
How do we see him so little?
He was
we
so
saw him more
excited.
when he lived in Lowell than we do now that he lives in Montague. What's that all about?
Well, building a house will do that, but
He says he's done, though.
pretty much.
Tomas.
It's probably because we didn't remind him.
Oh, Pete, I didn't see you there. You're such a cutie, Tomas.
And he said Jeremy. I see
Tomas.
Jeremy brought some good old. Oh, he had to put DeWitt in parentheses. Thank you. Brought some good old mini military figurines again. Yeah, these are.
That's the Adam Bradley Freeman collection, isn't
Jeremy's
it?
favorite.
Yeah.
The Adam
The
Bradley Freeman
ABF
collection.
The ABF wave.
Okay, let's do it. You know, I've got to say this. We all understand Action Force AF Adam Freeman. That's not a coincidence. You know what I mean? Like he's obviously a big deal. So
And if you put the B, Action Bucking Force.
yeah, that's
Mother buckers.
kind of ruined my joke.
Yeah,
Okay.
well, that's what I do.
Should have just left it alone.
Well, I can't. I just dig and dig and dig.
Pete
and-
is like Drax. If he doesn't move, you just can't see him. I love Alexander Deshaw.
Well, that was a show.
Well, wrapping up episode 239 of the Wife's Gonna Kill Me podcast.
It was a good toy store.
Toy Store.
They
It
had
was.
They had a lot of wrestling things though. So if
lot
you
of
like
wrestling.
Yeah,
wrestling,
like
been
a
there?
whole. Yeah, like
Oh,
a
you
whole
have.
half of it is almost.
Oh, you went without me
wrestling.
too? That's awesome. Hey, anybody else go without me?
Might be a different location.
This is empty. I don't Fuck you, Cody. Did my voice cut out when I said "fuck you, Cody"?
Yeah, that was It's a pretty cool place. I mean, like, and there's tons of toys, and you can actually find good deals.
You can.
Yep. Because, it's kind of like my booth. Like, I price something, and 2 years later, that's still the price I have on it.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, he actually had some brand new stuff, like some of the CGI He-Man stuff, and it was cheaper than in store. I'm like,
really?
Okay, I will snag that then.
It was probably hot. He stole it.
Oh, that could be.
Yep.
Yeah.
Or someone stole it. Sold it to him.
Right.
Yeah. Store credit. I mean,
Yeah.
who knows? Shit, if I had a store, I'd be doing so much shady shit. Oh, my gosh.
That's good
I
to
don't
know.
think you have to have a store to do shady
Right.
shit.
That's true.
I think the IRS probably thinks you're pretty shady as it is.
Factual.
So
Factual for sure.
Yes, Mark Taylor's protege, old ABF.
How you doing over there, Steve?
what's wrong with him?
Are you all right, buddy?
Kind of distracted. Like something's bothering him.
No, nothing's bothering me.
Like Johnny Five. No, this has Sambo.
What's wrong, buddy?
Nothing's wrong. Just thinking about going back to the tavern.
Well, fuck us, I guess.
No.
So
I'm
our-
trying to think of, like, I usually have stuff to talk about, and I just like, has my life been this boring all fucking week?
You hung out with me damn near half the day yesterday.
But we already talked about it.
We went to a toy store.
For those of you that don't know, that's a store full of toys.
What fun happened on you guys'
It's
trip?
like a 2-hour drive
Yeah.
there. And
So what happened on
back
you
and-
guys' buddy trip? What happened?
We talked a lot.
What'd you talk about?
Life.
Butt stuff?
Maybe a little bit of butt stuff.
We talked about rearing children.
That's not appropriate. That'll get you banned from Facebook.
We talked about Jeremy's old days, getting hand jobs and blowies.
At the same time? I think we can all agree the best kind of BJ has no hands involved at all. Am I right?
No.
I don't.
Yeah, completely hands free. That's where it's at.
Yeah?
Yep.
Oh. I think with me, you kind of have, you got to push down the fat. So you need a hand involved somewhere.
All right.
Yeah, it's just, we're talking about some.
Cody's out there going, no, I just have a pubic bone like a normal man. So,
His smooth. Anyway.
there's no, you get to the basic Cody's, there's no cushion like ours, Jeremy. You come in too hot and you'll break your nose.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I know what I want to talk about.
We had some good food.
We did have some good food.
Forgot the name of the place.
Big John's.
Oh, Big John's. There you go.
Yeah.
The pizza place here?
No.
No.
This is in Flint.
Oh.
They had steak and onion sandwiches.
Yeah, they did.
Big fat ones. And somebody was rude through the drive-through.
That was fun, but it's not fun to talk about.
Oh.
Had to be there.
Okay, never mind. I
Well,
guess we're
fuck
just
me,
gonna-
I guess. How about I just sit over here and you tell me when I can say things and what to say?
Sounds nice.
Somebody
Go.
do something. Steve is fucking crushing us right now.
Who was rude?
There's some guy going through the drive-through.
Oh, and you guys are standing inside.
They were saying, yeah, we're like sitting there talking about
I
how.
see you guys went to a real nice establishment.
Well, Carl said we had to go to this place, and we thought the drive-through was only open, but then we drove by it. We were gonna go somewhere else so we could sit down and talk and find out what his sexual escapades have been like.
Yeah.
And then we both, his vehicle and our vehicle, we both noticed at the same time that inside was open, so there was just nobody there. So we went in there, ordered our food, sat down, and tried to pick his brain about all the mad pussy he's been slamming. Turns out he's not slamming any pussy, so.
Guy believes in the legal binding thing of marriage.
Wow.
Apparently, I mean,
That's a good deal.
yeah,
That's a good deal.
yeah. Lanes.
Proud.
Grade A guy. He's super attractive.
Oh, Carl.
Yeah. And he's a stand-up guy, so.
It's a mastodon.
Yeah. Yes. Carl the Mastodon.
Yeah.
Stripper Carl the Mastodon.
Stripper Carl.
Tripper car.
Can we talk about? We don't need to talk about.
Don't need to ask. It's your show.
Not that you're demonstrating that this morning. It's like you're not even awake yet.
I'm just having trouble getting my footing today. I don't know why. Maybe I got too relaxed in the beginning, and
He
then
didn't
now I
take his
just.
pills, did he?
Yeah, it's probably what it was.
God damn it, Courtney! You
he's
know
drinking
he's
too
gotta
much
take his
ale.
pills.
Shit.
Drinking too much half cream or decaf.
Can we talk about why the Book of Boba Fett is lamer than it should be?
right
Are
now.
you talking spoilers or?
No, we can't really spoil.
Well, then we kind of can't really talk about it being too lame, can we?
You guys never end up talking about anything because of spoilers.
I mean, we could spoil it. I don't give a shit.
I haven't watched it yet. Spoil away.
What's there to spoil? I will say I haven't watched the last episode.
I have,
I'm caught up
I'm
at this
caught up.
point.
because I care about the show.
I feel like okay, we're gonna say that it's possible that we could spoil something.
Are you gonna actually say anything other than what you're gonna say?
I don't know what that means.
Everything you've said today thus far has just been basically you saying something about saying something, but not actually saying anything about anything. So let's kind of get where let's shift out of first gear, clutch in. You know what I mean? Let's kind of get where we're going.
some traction
You know what I
here.
mean?
Why is Boba Fett such a pussy?
There we are.
Well, I think because he's dying, he's got to be in the Bacta tank. I think that's what they're showing. Is
No.
he's not healthy.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. I apologize. Go ahead, continue.
That's it.
You're right. I should have known that was it because you don't say much. I think it has to do. I think that's part of it, but I also think that he found a different way. I think the idea of what the people showed him, the Sand people, showed him, and then
inappropriate.
I said we were gonna spoil.
No, I'm not
no,
saying
he
that.
said he's seen Sand people. I didn't say camel jockey.
Oh,
Come on.
I keep forgetting what they're called.
Don't say Slave One.
Tuscan Raiders.
Tuscan Raiders.
Don't say
thank you.
Slave One.
Which Tuscan Raiders is
What the fudge?
incredibly
What?
it's incredibly offensive to Italy, and also the Las Vegas football team. But the Tuscan Raiders, and then to see what happened to them, I think was an eye opener. And I think he wants to be off the path because he does want to help now, and he wants to make the streets safer in what used to be Baggins' palace. That's not his name.
Jabba the Hutt?
Nope, the second one, Tilda Swinton. What's the fucking name? Help me out with the. He's got the thing. The guy that took over for Jabba the Hutt.
Oh, Bib Fortuna.
Bib Fortuna. I was close.
Bilbo Baggins. Same thing. Same thing.
Tilda Swinton, Bilbo Baggins, Bib Fortuna. Right.
Okay. Pete,
Bumblebee tuna.
what you've said in the context of what we have gotten, factual. Let me ask you guys this. Do you think that the Star Wars fans, and particularly Boba Fett fans, if you were going to make a Boba Fett series, do you think it's what they wanted to see is a changed Boba Fett who now has a new zest for life and kind of wants to be a good guy and likes animals and fucking walks around with his helmet off all the time and fucking isn't scary at all and has a chick that he does all his fucking lightweight work for, or all his heavy work, runs down everybody, does everything for him, corrects him all the time, saves his ass? Do you think that's really what Boba Fett fans
Right. But
really
see,
strapped in to see?
Boba Fett fans don't really get to say any of those things because in the cinematic universe they have 14 seconds of Boba Fett. Everything that they've put with Boba Fett is stuff they've invented in their own heads, and they had no right to do it because it wasn't their property.
Not true. There's novels and comics and.
Oh, okay. Because when you listen to people when they talk and you say things like in the cinematic universe, that means no books and no comics, which is why I didn't say that.
Yeah, but Boba Fett fans, I think.
No,
went
but
deep dive.
you're not helping me insult those people. That's why I specified the cinematic universe.
I know, but I'm those people.
I didn't want to give them the credit. Well, you know what? You're banned for 3 days from the podcast because you said those people. So what do you think about that? Huh? Go blow your tranny. So
That was a vehicle reference, guys.
yeah.
Everything Pete McCarthy
and
says
honestly,
does not necessarily represent the.
And you know what? Maybe
thoughts
that's
of
what's
the other
wrong with
members
Steven.
of-
Maybe he's got blown trannies. That's why he can't shift out of first fucking gear this morning.
Did you read anything? Were you ever? Did you read anything, or is your love of Boba Fett from the show?
I will say this: I don't have a huge love for Boba Fett. I was never like a Chris Middlecamp who like loves that character.
Yep.
I always thought he was cool, but he was never like, I've never been like a huge Boba Fett, you know.
Yeah.
But from what I've and so I have not read a lot of Boba Fett stuff. Does he become a hero, good guy in all of those stories too?
He's still Boba Fett. He's more cold and calculating. But
like what we saw in the little time that we've seen him in the movies. He's been cool as shit.
Did he ever say anything in the movies? Did he ever have any speaking
He's
lines?
worth a lot to me.
Okay.
Stuff like that,
Fuzzy. Okay, there you go.
You got to be more aggressive.
So Pete, are you enjoying it?
I am enjoying it, and I'm honestly, I will tell you that one of the reasons I'm enjoying it. Pearson is the Mandalorian fired Pearson up for this stuff. My son, he's going to be 11, in a week and a half, Dad. 13 more days. I'm going to be 11. He's been reminding me every day this month. The thing that we talk about, bringing new fans into everything else, he's absolutely loving it. He loved The Mandalorian. He asks me every 3 days when the new season drops. I'm like, bitch, it took 18 months between the first two, I think. So just hold your horses. No, we're really enjoying it together. And at the end of the day, I almost sometimes will take depth of a character, even if maybe it wasn't what I was expecting or what I wanted, over a shallow character.
I think that's the point, though.
For you, you didn't have that.
I didn't have that. So like I said, Boba Fett to me is in a scene standing behind Darth Vader with other bounty hunters, and then he gets pussy whipped by a Sarlacc, and that's it. That's Boba Fett. Now, his armor's badass. I always thought he looked super cool. The idea of a bounty hunter, I think, is super cool. But,
well, in my opinion, the Mandalorian has been more Boba Fett than Boba Fett. The Mandalorian is few on words. He fucking had his helmet on almost all the time. I mean, it was a creed that he don't take it off for something.
But they also proved that was potentially not accurate. They're proving in the Mandalorian
I'm not arguing this point.
He's been living this lie.
I'm not arguing that whole thing. I'm not saying Boba Fett should never take his helmet off. Obviously, they showed Jango, his father, taking his helmet off for a little scene. What I'm saying is we've the little stuff we've gotten from Boba Fett is he's hanging out in Jabba's palace with his helmet on, looking cool, standing there, fucking holding his gun, ready to fucking go at any moment while everybody's partying, looking badass. We see him on Cloud City walking around indoors with his helmet on, fucking talking to Vader. He does, he's got the cool voice. He's Boba Fett, and he uses a lot of head tilting, and a lot of the way he walks is just fucking cool. Now you got a guy who, and Travis hasn't seen this episode, but did you notice, this is just a small thing, I'm going to spoil it for him, fuck it. He mentions in there when he's going after Boba Fett's ship, when he's going after Boba Fett's ship, he mentions that
the ship
why don't you, she says his girlfriend that tells him what to do all the time, she's like, why don't you just go in there and ask for it? And he says, without my armor, I'm not very intimidating. Okay, so fast forward to the future when he has his armor, he fucking never puts the helmet on anyways.
Yeah, but realistically, when she says that, he says that his answer, he talks about his armor. She asked that, but then he says, because I'm not sure I'd like the answer.
No, he says that first. I'm not sure I'd like the answer. Without my armor, I'm not very intimidating. So in other words, if I walk in there looking like this bohobo guy with that's half burnt up by acid for the Sarlacc, they're not going to fucking respect me, and they're not going to give it to me. So that means I got to sneak in. Is basically what he's saying. It's a conflict thing. He acknowledges that his armor makes him badass, but then in the future, he doesn't fucking wear it.
It's because he's conflicted because he's not sure he wants to be the badass anymore.
And that's not the Boba. And so, okay, yeah, you can
not
argue
the Boba
within.
Fett you wanted.
It's not the Boba Fett a lot of people wanted.
Oh.
I think that's true.
Well,
it's not the Boba Fett we expect. You can't take a character that everybody loves for a certain reason and go be like, and then 30 years later, we finally get to see more of him and be like, yeah, but we totally changed him. He likes fucking to pet animals, and he's very cuddly, and he really just wants to be a good guy now.
He could have always been that way, but they never gave you enough information. He could have been in every scene that he wasn't in camera.
Right, but when
he
you
may
have a
been
fan
petting
base
animals.
that fell in love with that character for certain reasons, why wouldn't you give them the things that they fell in love with?
That fan base doesn't get a right to fall in love with somebody in 19 seconds.
They don't get a right to please me if they don't give me what I fucking want either.
Well,
which
there
means
you
I can
go.
stop listening or watching the show.
You know what? Let's talk about The Last Jedi. That's what this really comes back to. All right.
I think
damn it.
this is one I'm going to agree with Steve, but I also agree with you. I understand.
What? That's weird. You agree with both sides of a conflicting story?
I'm with Steve. The Mandalorian is doing nothing for me. Like, you could spoil the whole damn thing for me.
You mean Boba Fett?
I'm sorry, Boba Fett. Mandalorian was great. You could spoil Boba Fett for me. I could care less. I really couldn't, because right now I have no attachment to a single character. They could all die on the next episode. I'd be like, oh, I can't wait to see what happens. But I get what Pete's coming from is like they're fleshing out a character that was never. I mean, the novels, the comics, that's not canon. None of that stuff's canon. We understand that, but the reality of it is they're gonna lose. Chris Middlecamp probably hates that show. I don't really care for it. I've talked to numerous friends. Nate's Strong's not a huge fan. So, like, the hardcore people that loved Boba Fett, I feel like they are going to be like, this ain't the show for me. People like Pete, right, maybe they'll turn around. People like Pete and his family, they're probably loving it. And that's what they're going for. They're trying to get new fans into Star Wars. And, hey, we're going to get rid of all this things that we think is politically incorrect.
It's great. We could get people like Pete to love it.
Yep.
Who's never invested hundreds and hundreds of dollars in a Star Wars figure, bought the fucking movies every time they come out in every version. What are we doing?
He's calling Seabolt. He's called Seabolt.
Calling. Oh, he'll. Okay.
Hey.
Shit. Okay.
You got like a couple seconds? Okay, we're recording our show right now live. You've been watching Boba Fett, right? Were you always a huge Boba Fett fan?
Put him on speaker.
Okay, hang on. I'm going to put you on speaker. Were you always a huge Boba Fett fan?
Yes.
Okay, has the new show... Are you loving the new show?
Yeah, of course.
Seabolt loves everything, though.
I
Seabolt,
know he
this is
does love
Steve.
everything, but...
Seabolt doesn't... All right, Seabolt does not love Star Wars enough to hate it.
Hey, I've got my complaints with the sequels.
Okay, well, do you think that this show is making Boba Fett kind of seem like a pussy?
No.
No.
It's an extension, not an extension, an evolution of the character.
Oh my God, Seabolt, this is Pete. Thank you so much for not being a huge steaming pile of douche like Steve. You are appreciated, sir.
You like the fact that he has to have his girlfriend clean up his messes for him, huh?
It's not his girlfriend.
What?
Hey, why should he clean the messes up now? He's in charge.
Oh, see, now Boba Fett is becoming a lord like Steven, and Steven doesn't like it. That's the problem.
Oh, my God.
All right.
I think it's a good evolution of the character.
Okay, next week when he's doing a cooking show, I hope to like that, too.
Oh, I'd be all on board, dude. I'm a Food Network junkie.
All right, thanks, Seabolt.
Thanks,
We
Seabolt.
appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem.
Thanks, man.
Later.
Nate Strong made a comment that I want to bring up. He said, I don't love it. I don't hate it. I should be loving a show about Boba Fett.
Exactly.
And I understand what he's talking about. I get where he's coming from in that.
He's right.
Well, and he
'Cause I don't
very
hate
well he very well may be right. But you also
He's right for him.
we are judging. We haven't seen the full arc yet, so we don't know. Because what if so he builds this relationship with Fennec, right?
Yeah.
And has all this stuff going. He's trying to make the street. Next thing you know, the Pikes come in and fucking desecrate everything that he loves, and he goes full fucking Frank Castle, and now he ends this fucking season as the Boba Fett that you all wanted because he realized that, you know what? There's no more Mr. Nice Guy. It's time to take out every single one of these motherfuckers. That could still happen.
Pete should write for him.
Pete should.
Well, if they do something like that, that would be great. But I think it's going to end up more like, Fennec, what should I do?
Does anybody else kind of want to blow a load right into her mechanics?
She's hot for a 70-year-old woman who's post-menopausal.
Well, that's exactly
Can't
why you
breathe
want to blow
anymore.
loads.
I feel like I should be watching this show so I can participate in this.
Oh, you haven't watched any?
From somebody from my
Her uterus is
standpoint,
completely gone at this point.
and I don't remember if I said this on the show or just to you guys, but I'll say it again just in case. You can tell I understand maybe some of the straight Boba Fett fans are not happy with what they've seen so far, but they've done a ton of cool shit. They've brought back
neutrinos in there?
the what?
The neutrinos.
That's kind of a cool twist.
Didn't you see them?
Yeah.
They were riding those funny little stupid bikes that don't look like they belong in Star Wars.
Yeah,
And they
you
look
don't
like
have to
they
keep
look like they
explaining it.
belong.
I got when
they
you said
look
it, I got the reference.
They
all
looked
these explanatory
like-
after this is all a waste of time.
They
That's
look
what he
like
wants to
Biff.
say,
They look
right?
like Biff Tannen's henchmen in Back to the Future 2. They look stupid as fuck.
They gave us a ton of great backstory on the Sand People. No offense. They gave us. We got.
Nobody
to see,
wanted it.
I did like the Sand People.
Nobody
part.
wanted that.
We got to see
Nobody
Banthas.
wanted
We
it.
got to see Sarlacc. We got to see Hutts. We've got to see another Wookiee who's pretty fucking badass. We got to see the woman who runs the bar with that sweet fucking rack she's got.
I don't care
You
about
know,
her.
well, because you're gay, I get it, but
Okay, just because she's attractive means you think it's a good character?
no, I think she's a good character because she's a good character and she's got sweet tits.
I don't know what the tits have to do with anything, but
That's exactly your problem. That's what makes you not a
As
real
far as
man, because you don't understand what tits have to do with anything. That's that is the underlying diagnosis for all of your issues. Is you don't like boobs are okay. Like that's exactly what's wrong with you
I
as
think
a
they
human.
put those big ones in every movie you loved from the 80s and 90s for just no reason.
I get it. I had big tits in the bar that I made up for and made up in my head. But as far as
and all you wanted to do was
just
fight some guy and not juggle the big titties. That's the problem, Steve. You were more descriptive about how the guy couldn't see out of his eye than you were about the jiggling titties. That's what's wrong with you.
No, I think I described the jiggling titties pretty good.
You got more descriptive about the wart on the fat chick's chin and what a great server she is and how she's very attentive than you did when it came down to the jiggling titties.
I'm not a slave to my hormones. I can still think.
Yeah, that's called being gay.
No, it's not called being gay. And if it was
No,
called being
because you know
gay,
what? Even
I'm
a gay
proud to
guy
be
goes,
gay.
wow, look at that rack. That rack is amazing. So
Here's the deal. Nate summed it up. I should be loving a Boba Fett show, and he's not. I mean, or he's not disliking it.
But
either.
I am loving a Boba Fett show.
Okay,
so
yeah,
why
that's
does
great.
It,
I'm glad
just
they got
because
you.
You bought Hot Toys. That makes you more important.
Yes,
No, it really doesn't.
absolutely does.
And because
Money
you
that
got
I put
fucking
into Star
duped
Wars
for
and
year
would
over year
continue
because you
to be
bought it
putting
on
into
VHS,
that brand,
and then
I
you
am
bought
not
it
going
on
to stop
DVD,
talking my
and then you bought it on
because that is a sign of
and then
weakness.
you bought it on
And I don't
Blu-ray,
care how
and then
long you
bought it
keep talking.
digitally.
I'm going to continue to talk
because you're so
this is
fucking
what a man
stupid
does.
that you will
Because
continue
I will not
to
give
buy
up.
the
How are we
same
going
thing
to do this for
over
the rest
and
of the
over
show?
and over and over
You really
again.
want to just go
The
down
same
this
person
road?
that runs
This is
Mattel runs Star
I don't
Wars.
like it.
We can
I'm sick
keep
of it.
selling the same
And
thing.
take that. I just
and
muted
over.
you. I just. No, this is bullshit. I will not give up on this. Boba Fett sucks. Boba Fett can be so good. He should be whipping the shit out of everybody and taking everybody in carbonite to fucking Darth Vader.
I'm gonna pass out.
You fuckers.
Glad to be back. Glad to be feeling better.
Glad to have you back, Pete.
Oh. Damn it! I got to pee. I
Oh,
think.
Pete gets all the credit on that?
I'm just saying it's glad to have him back.
I do hope that Pete is right and that the show does turn around. I will say there has been really cool stuff in it. Black Chrysanthemum,
Yep.
Yeah, he's fun.
he's awesome. You know, I'm excited about where some of this stuff could go. I guess we'll just see. Cody,
What's the thing in the cage again?
The Rancor?
Rancor. Yep.
Cody, are you liking it? Yeah, I like it. Yeah, Cody likes it. So young Star Wars fan, younger, I guess I should say.
I'll start watching it.
Yeah, you just cannot compare it to Mando.
This should be better, though.
The problem is you guys, everybody wants to compare. I loved this thing, so because I loved this, I want everything else to be like this that I loved. That's just fucking immature. Grow up and realize that there's other things. You know, I really didn't like Ozark because there just wasn't enough Death Stars in it. You know what? It's not supposed to be fucking Death Stars. It's something different.
Are you saying that
assholes.
Star Wars shouldn't be Star Wars?
No, I'm saying that everything should have to be the exact same. Just because when you were 8 years old, you liked something
I'm
a
just
lot,
saying, if you have a
expect
fan base-
everything for the rest of your entire life to be just like that. Because you know what? You wouldn't have any kids because your first sexual experience was ripping somebody's bra off. If every sexual experience after that would have been just you ripping somebody's bra off and then fleeing screaming from the vehicle, you never would have gotten married or had kids. Things have to evolve, Stephen.
You know,
I'm going to agree with Trevor. He said, I enjoyed Star Wars for what it is. I don't love everything, but it's mostly enjoyable. I am enjoying parts of that show. I'm not loving it, but I'm enjoying it.
I'm watching it and having fun with it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just, it feels like a bunch of missed opportunities. It feels like I can't stop saying what Nate said. I feel like I should be enjoying it more.
Yeah. But it is
You
hard
ever
because
think that maybe that's your problem?
right,
and not the
everything's
show's?
not going to be for us. It's hard because what you envision is what it should be.
It's
But
it's what I would think people would want. It'd be like if the Hulk. Let's say the Hulk was a popular character in the 80s, but let's say we never got any Hulk until now. And they're like, hey.
And then all of a sudden they made him smart and he could talk and he didn't just smash.
Yeah,
what would everybody do, Trav?
And that's the first thing they
How
gave
would
you.
everybody react?
And that's the first thing they gave you. Finally, we're getting after 30 years of this character, and everybody loves him. Everybody wants to see Hulk smash. They show up with fucking Smart Banner, and he's not even turned into the Hulk. And we'll be like, and he's talking, and it's a love story. People will be like, man, I just love it. I love that the character moved on from the green guy. But isn't that what you loved about the character? Was the smashing green guy? You don't want that for a while?
So here's the problem, Steve, is there's no way that is an acceptable analogy for the simple fact of if you only ever saw a guy and then all of a sudden he turned green and smashed something, and then 30 years later, what you little talked about with the Hulk and knowing that was way more than you ever got with Boba Fett. Because you're comparing something that had a hell of a lot more to start, and then we cut it off for 30 years. If Boba Fett would have been a main character in episode 4, 5, and 6, and then disappeared for 30 years and came back, that would have been a good analogy.
How many episodes have there been of Boba Fett so far?
He was in
4.
2 movies.
I realize that, but I'm
4
saying
episodes.
how many episodes of
4
the show?
episodes.
4 episodes?
4 episodes of him being basically
Do you know how
a
many
housewife.
there are going to be?
Probably 8 or 10. It's usually.
So is there?
I don't know.
Is there still a chance for him to like come back around and be that
But
badass?
why would they?
To
No,
where
they're not
you'll-
going to do that.
But if there is, if they
They could.
do that,
They
is
could.
that something you think
Disney.
he could be saved?
They're cutting the nuts off him. They're cutting the nuts right off this guy, and they're pumping up Fennec, and that's what it's going to be. I mean, Jesus, after the last episode, she had to save his ass how many times? I can't, I mean, come on. And then when she did save his ass, he just made a joke about it. Like,
You do realize this entire season of the Book of Boba Fett has been about how he's soft now and he's not what he once was. They literally have spent 75% of the time doing flashbacks on how we got to the current state of affairs, and it's all been about him not being the Boba Fett that you knew 30 years ago.
Yeah, I know.
That's the entire point of the
I
show.
didn't get enough of my Boba Fett 30 years ago, so I still want that guy.
Okay. Well, then you should have went into a different profession instead of providing water to everywhere in the state
So
except
you
for
have
Flint.
to like. So you're saying you have to like everything they force feed you because you didn't make it. You didn't go into the movie business. So
I'm not saying you have to. I'm not saying you have to like it. What
then
I'm
why
saying.
then why are you threatening me? Why are you saying or why?
Oh, now I'm threatening.
Yeah, you're
him?
threatening me. I feel
That's
threatened.
where we've gotten. He is so
Words
he has
hurt,
lived,
Peter. Words
He's
hurt.
lived with a wife for so long that puts
Cuts
up with
like a
his
knife.
bullshit. As soon as somebody disagrees, it's a fucking threat. He feels physically.
She does
threatened
not
right
put
now.
up with his bullshit. She loves him for his bullshit.
Whatever. No. The fact of the matter is, we don't have enough information, and you are saying this is what Steve wanted. Steve didn't ever go and do anything to make this what he wanted.
So I'm obligated to like it.
I never said you had to like it.
So why are you why I don't
I'm
understand.
not, I'm not
threatening
saying
him?
Point.
I'm not saying you
Why you
have to
threatening?
like it. I'm saying that you're wrong for not liking it. That's the difference. You don't have to like it. You're just
So
wrong
I'm
if you don't.
wrong for not
Right.
liking it.
Nate, will you back me up, please? This guy's fucking a loser.
I like what old is it Trevor?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like what Trevor's saying here though. He says this is the problem with Star Wars fandom. Everyone wants it to be what they think it should be. They're not open to anything else. I think that's not only Star Wars though, man. That's pretty much all
And it
across
is.
the board.
The majority of it is.
I love Star Wars.
They have this in their head what they want it to be.
I love
and if
Star
it's
Wars.
not
Why do you
that-
love Star Wars? Oh, I like it for this reason, that reason, and that reason. Well, you're gonna love the new Star Wars because it's none of that.
Mando is though, dude.
Yeah.
Mando is pretty good. I mean,
Yeah.
they got their things too, but yeah, for the most part, overall, I really like Mando.
That's why I like being a casual fan because I'll just accept whatever they give me, and I'm like, that's fine.
Part of this though, really comes back to Steve's dislike for where the world is headed, and
Which has done
therefore,
nothing to positively affect that either. So
therefore, he is.
Yes, I go on this podcast and I fight
He tries
every
He
fucking
tries.
Sunday to turn the world around.
the funny part about that is you're 100% correct, and you notice how he went full on snowflake when I got aggressive. Oh, now he's threatening me. He needs to go to his safe room. I hate you and Donald Trump. Gas prices, global warming.
I think Steve, you are probably going to have a very hard time with where we're headed because
I just can't wait for the pendulum to swing back.
I don't think
And
it's
I
going
want
to.
that pendulum to swing so fucking hard it knocks the fucking balls right off all these fucking women that think they're men.
Are you talking about trannies? Because I think that gets you banned.
No. God damn it.
don't like to see anybody have expectations and then go in and not have a good time because they just like you could enjoy it like some other people.
I am enjoying it.
You're choosing not to enjoy it as much as you want to.
Doing some weird. I'm not choosing not to enjoy it. It's not a choice. You like what you like.
Then don't watch it.
But he likes parts of it. He's enjoying it. He's just not loving it.
He's just being critical.
Okay, now I'm feeling threatened.
All right, let's have a fuck fight.
I'm just noticing how pussified Boba is. Boba was the guy that outsmarted fucking Han Solo when he fucking hid on the ship. He hid with garbage to fucking track him down. He's the best bounty hunter in the world. This time, he doesn't know to not get too close to the Sarlacc pit. She has to fucking tell him. And then when he's in trouble, she has to push all the buttons to fucking save him. And then when it's over and she saved his ass, he's got to make the joke like a fucking husband that's henpecked. Don't touch my buttons. Oh, comedy fucking Boba Fett we got, huh? Comedy Boba Fett. Okay. Fuck you. Fuck you, Boba Fett. Fuck you right in the butt.
Butthole Fett.
So going back to the Pete's thing, if you're going straight from the movies, this is Boba Fett's a bitch.
Yes, he's a bitch compared to what he should be.
But he was a bitch in the movies.
No, but Steve thought he should be something else, so that's what they should have read his mind when he was 9 and done that today, Travis.
He was
That's
only
the whole
a bitch
point.
once.
And it killed him. He didn't get a chance to be a bitch again.
No, it didn't kill him. He climbed out of that fucking Sarlacc pit because he's fucking badass Boba.
And then he lost his armor, and you're so upset about him not wearing his fucking helmet when he didn't wear his helmet or any of his armor for this huge amount of time because he didn't fucking have it.
I've never had boba tea. Is it good?
People liked it.
Sorry, I just want to
Fucking over here
participate.
bobbing for apples.
I need some water.
Figure, dude.
My mouth is dry as fuck.
Where's intern Bill? Well, all right.
Yeah.
You guys been watching Peacemaker? Huh?
Watched the first 3 episodes?
That's where I made it. I passed out in the middle of 4, but can I just talk about that intro fucking song and choreography and all that? Because oh my god, I was crying from laughter.
I loved it
because of that.
I read a comic book with a Peacemaker back in 1956, and this isn't my Peacemaker. It's really upsetting me.
Steve needs some water from that.
No.
My Peacemaker never would have done that.
The Peacemaker you're getting is exactly what you saw in that movie. I wish there was some freaking character growth.
Yeah, because there was 14 minutes between the two.
You know,
Not
there really
30
isn't that
fucking
much time
years.
between him being in the Sarlacc pit
I'll just get you some
and now.
How do you know?
You could sit back
It's not-
down.
How do you know? Because it's 5 years after Return of the Jedi, and he fell in. So there's only a 5-year gap here.
You can sit down.
It's only a
He's getting you the
gap.
water.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's only been a 5-year gap. He wore his armor for 18 seconds, didn't wear it for 5 years. He should want to wear it all the
He
time.
wore his
now.
armor for his whole life.
That
There was
makes
more to
sense.
Boba Fett, but you think
According
you
to
know
you,
what? You're just stupid. You're just dumb.
Oh, now we're to the name calling.
I just want to hear more about that armored knight because I could see his bulge twitching in his pants as he sat down to get his ale. Oh yeah, there was a big titty maid too, but I could see his balls twitching. Made me thirsty.
Balls can't twitch. There's no muscle in them.
I had to roll a
ball
perception
gonna
check.
twitch?
I rolled a natural 20 and I noticed every vein in that throbbing member.
You can't pull your balls up.
Like at will?
Yeah, like you know that you flex that muscle and your penis and your balls kind of move.
Yeah, I don't know how
Flex
that
that
happens.
muscle.
So thank you.
I'm doing it right now.
Prove it.
It's called a Kegel.
Yeah, it's a male Kegel.
Yeah. My balls move with that. I mean, it wouldn't be like visible. I
I
don't
think they
think.
feel like they move, but I don't know if they actually like what. If
kinda
it's
like when
It's more of a
we'd have
twitch
to
than a
watch.
move. I
I
think.
Kind of like when you
guarantee-
flex your boner and it goes bing.
I guarantee if I
That
did
happens,
this right
but that's
now,
just blood pressure.
my balls would be moving a little
Is
bit.
that the noise it makes?
Yeah, it's like squeezing more blood. It's like if you take a balloon and you squeeze it, the air pumps into the other area. It's like that.
99 fuck dick balloons.
So Peacemaker, we're still talking about that? Or did you guys?
I love
conclude that?
Peacemaker.
I thought I was gonna hate it. Not hate it, but I didn't know that I was gonna like it as much as I did. And I started watching because, like, in that movie, I mean, I think it's most people probably paid more attention to like King Shark and the weird things like maybe the polka dot man or whatever.
I love Peacemaker in the movie.
he was funny.
too.
Like
He
but
was a
like
highlight
this,
for me.
when they go more into like
Oh yeah.
his why he kind of is the way he is, and he thinks that he's a hero, but like some of the shit he does is kind of shady and shit, and just like I don't know, dude. I mean, there was a vagina on the screen.
Dang it, I haven't watched 4.
And they
episode
said
4
there wasn't
then.
on 4, I don't think.
Oh really?
Maybe you missed it, or maybe it isn't 4. And, oh, sorry.
How
Anyway,
did I miss a vagina?
spoiler alert.
How did I miss a vagina?
They say, I mean, it's talking about smashing pussy, and like they say fuck, and there's boobies, and I'm like, Marvel ain't touching this shit.
How about not only that, but don't you feel like
Which
it
is good.
has
It's actually a DC property.
it has
I
like
know, that's what I'm saying. It's
it has
the point.
all this like gross, like rude, like dude humor,
yeah.
but then it also has like you've got your strong black female who's lesbian.
Mm-hmm.
There's the white agent who or white
I
female.
would watch
agent.
a sex tape between that lesbian couple.
Definitely
for
cute. Yep. There's all kinds of like it's like they took everything and they're like, boom, like here you go. This is what
And
this
it
is.
all works.
It works great.
I'm like, I like this a lot. And, James Gunn, you got to give him fucking bravo, James.
Super
Oh, yeah.
creative.
Yes.
Super creative. In the first episode, there's that scene where the white chick is at the bar, and she's getting picked on by all them guys because they just can't leave her alone. They gotta just be sexually rude to her, and then they just push her buttons a little too far, and they all think she's just a little woman, and then she kicks the fuck out of them. You never see a scene like that. I've never seen that scene in other movies. Super creative. Super creative.
To be fair, I thought he was going to come in and save her ass. And
No.
that would have happened
She
in the
doesn't
80s.
need a guy.
In a world of like modern media, I can get on Spotify. I can listen to a billion songs and like at the top of my finger. Steve's still using 8 tracks. He has 8 songs, and that's all he listens to, and that's 2 of the tracks.
Yeah,
Right?
And one of them's warped.
That's what that's
most
no,
of Christmas
no,
songs.
It's just
No. Modern media and movies and TV shows have 8 songs, and that's all they do is reuse them over and over and over.
Oh.
Tomas says Peacemaker and Whitey Tighties is the stuff of my dreams. God
So
damn it, that
good.
was so good.
Him sitting there singing.
Yeah,
He's
just
singing
everything.
That song.
into a vibrator.
I know. That's,
I just love there's like a good sex scene and there's titties and stuff, and he's like, "Yep, that woman kicked those guys' asses. Could not believe it."
when I was smashing your pussy back there, like that shit. God damn it, that makes me laugh.
I've had a pretty shitty week, but when I was in your pussy,
Yeah. It makes me, God, like, I wasn't a huge John Cena fan, but
I
like,
love him.
He's a great actor,
I
number
love
one.
him.
But yeah, he's fucking killing this show.
I've never watched him wrestle once.
Me either.
Yep. And I love him.
Yeah.
Weekend Buddies. If you guys haven't seen it, go watch that. Either Hulu. I think it's Hulu. Holy crap. Just so freaking funny. And Peacemaker is easily one of my favorite new shows.
Oh, yeah.
Easily.
And I was reluctant to put it on, and I did. I'm so glad that I did.
Why were you reluctant? Was it because he didn't do much for you in Suicide Squad, or you were like
Yeah,
DC?
it was kind
or-
of that. And,
Yeah.
and yeah, I mean, I've liked a pretty good amount of what DC has put out.
Mm-hmm.
But like the idea of a Peacemaker series was just kind of like, that's the guy they're gonna go with. Once again, in my head, I'm like, why didn't they go with King Shark or something like the popular one? Nope. And he fucking nailed it. And I'm like, God damn it, this is good. And Robert Patrick as his dad, fuck. Even Laura was like, I am loving what this guy's doing lately because he did some shit in The Walking Dead last season too, and was fucking
Oh, really?
just excellent. I love that guy.
Yeah, he is good. He'll always be T1000 to me or whatever. he
Well,
was.
yeah, and I think he's just carrying that into his old age
Oh,
too.
yeah.
He's like, motherfucker, I ain't holding back.
Yeah.
I am the
Absolute
T1000.
racist bigot piece of shit.
Oh, yeah, he's a monster.
Yeah,
Monster.
and he starts to like he Peacemaker's just trying to get that one thing to make his dad fucking like get it, and he's like, talks about the dude getting chewed on by the rats and shit, and you see he's like really laughing, he's getting into it, and he's like, so it was acne scars. He's like, yeah, but it was getting bit by the rats, and they're just fucking, and then he starts choking, and he goes,
it's not the guy who shot
yeah,
you.
it's not. That's it's not the guy who shot you, was it? And he's just like, oh, just deflated. You just want to give him a hug.
So the scene where he's on the bed, and he's getting emotional. He's, crying. Nobody
Oh, yeah.
likes you. And Do you guys remember? I mean, Steve, I don't even need to ask. You don't need to answer this, but you two normal guys, do you feel like you can remember like being a kid going, "Oh my God, don't be a pussy. Why are you such a pussy? Why does that stuff bother you?" You like, do you remember being like that?
I still do that.
Yeah.
I still do that to this day.
Jeremy did that twice while we were out in New Jersey.
Yeah.
I had to fucking talk him off
Did
the
I?
ledge.
I did that.
I probably did. You guys
Here's
actually
10.
like me?
I don't have any legions. I shouldn't be here. I don't belong here. I'm an imposter.
I'm a
I remember
fraud.
one time I took the pellet gun out, and I was going to go shoot me a squirrel. And I walked out in the woods, and I hunted for a good, 5 minutes. And I found myself a squirrel just sitting there on the branch. And I put my gun up there, and I aimed true, and I shot that bitch. Boom! He fell out of the tree. He's down on the ground kicking. And I'm watching. I run up there, and I'm happy at first, but then I see the thing kicking for its life. And I'm like, I just did that to that squirrel. And I started to have some emotions well up in me that I felt like I felt sorry for the squirrel. I felt really horrible about what I did, and I wished I hadn't have shot that squirrel.
And I decided to take it out on women for the rest of my life.
And me.
And Jeremy.
And I was so pissed at myself for having those emotions. I was like, you fucking pussy. People have to fucking kill shit to survive, and you're worried about a little fucking squirrel. God damn. So I went back and I told my dad, and I'm like, Dad, I totally was sad I shot the squirrel. He's like, don't talk to me until you fucking reconcile that shit. You be a man. You be a man.
Now I feel
Someday
bad
you're
for
gonna
that
have
squirrel.
to provide. Someday you may have to provide for your family, and you're gonna have to go out there and do all kinds of heinous things. And you need to be ready for that day.
You had no intention of eating that squirrel. Why did you shoot it?
I thought it would make me feel manly.
How'd that work?
I just told you how that worked.
It obviously still bothers you to this day.
So did you go back out and finish off the squirrel?
It died eventually. It kicked till it died.
Oh, all right. Well, that's content of character reveal.
Well, I didn't want to step on his head. That'd be gross.
Everybody's really upset now because they're like, man, we got to see 18 seconds of Steven. We thought his character would have evolved more to that, but he didn't. That's the Steven we wanted and we got. The
And
piece
that's
of
why
shit that
everybody's
names
happy.
animals for no reason.
Nate Strong, is that Christian Slater, fucking it's not that one. God damn it!
They
I
said,
can't.
Steven makes me think of the movie quote. On that TV there, since you've been in the room, is a woman with her breastises hanging out, and you ain't even bothered to look. You just been clocking me.
Yep, it's
Name the movie.
fuck. It's on the tip of my tongue.
Christian Slater movie?
Patricia Arquette, and who's that one actor that does every single thing and it's awesome? Can't even think of his name right now.
That's
John Travolta.
not helpful at all.
Yes. Oh, he was
Denzel Washington.
Commissioner Gordon in the Dark Knight.
Jeff
trilogy.
Gary
Ryan.
Oldman?
Gary Oldman. Thank you.
Jeff Goldblum.
Yes, Jeff Goldblum. Gary Oldman. He's got the dreads, and he's fuck. What is that movie?
White Men Can't Jump.
Predator 2.
It's Predator 2. That's what it was. True Romance. True Romance.
Yeah, I never in a million fucking years would have gotten that.
I don't
Oh
think I've
my
ever
god,
seen
it's like one of the best fucking scenes. It's scary.
Really?
Yeah, it makes you fucking it's scary. Gary Oldman, man. He's got this big fucking scar across his face, and he's like this drug dealer, and the way he acts, he's throwing this light because it's hanging on the.
What kind of
ceiling
movie
with
is this? What are you describing? I mean, you said it's called True Romance.
Well, she
but
was
it's-
Patricia Arquette was a hooker, and Christian Slater fucked her and fell in love with her in one night and decided that she was going to be leaving her pimp, so he went to go kill the pimp, and the pimp was Gary Oldman's
Oldman.
character.
Ooh, nice.
And
Excuse me.
it's fucky. It's a good movie.
Peacemaker's great. Check it out if you haven't watched it. I don't think we spoiled much of anything. So
Nope. Also see True Romance.
Also see, thank you, Christopher Lefevre.
It's not
Wow.
weekend.
Look at what Gary Oldman looks like.
Oh yeah, I do. I've seen that picture of him. He said it's not Weekend Buddies. The movie is Vacation Friends.
Same thing.
You have to interpret it.
It's funny, and I will tell you right now, all three of you would love it.
Okay,
Check it out.
I'm in.
John Cena.
All right.
Check it out.
Yep.
Should we do some toy
I have any
news?
love for him, so yeah, why not? Toy news? We got
Let's
toy
do
news.
some toy news. I see this graphic on the screen. That makes me really wish we had music.
Oh, like a little cut, like you could push a little cut.
Yeah.
And, man, only if the iPad could do that.
The iPad can do that, but it needs to have the music.
Hi. Oh, right. We're supposed to be talking about toy news.
Yeah, I'm gonna pee because I don't care about this part of the show.
Once again, I throw this picture up. Oh, well, it looks like it's just you and me. I'm going to talk about toys.
It'll be fine. They'll be back.
They'll be back.
They'll be
Yes,
back.
go True Romance. Yeah, Tarantino wrote it. Yep. Brad Pitt is in that movie. He's a stoner. Good stuff. Cody?
What?
You got any, are we able to throw pictures up? Any of the stuff that I sent you? Oh, God. Where was the beginning? It's not there. That's a while ago. Right about there we go. I wish the guys were in here because they might think this is kind of cool looking. Pete's doing a pee-pee dance. He's blowing his cock. Well, Steve.
Yeah.
This is a NECA Igor Universal Monsters Ninja Turtle Leonardo.
That's interesting.
We showed some Frankenstein's monster of Raphael. This is up for pre-order now on Big Bad Toy Store, and this is Leonardo. You can just kind of skim through those pictures if you like their Code Man. Look at that. He's got his sword. And what's cool is like his other sword. It's just through his shell.
Curtis, we're going to talk about toys.
Half the podcast, yeah, leaves the room. It's true, the fuckers.
I had to pee.
Yeah, I understand. And look, he's got a storage shell thing going on with some what? You can't do it? You don't like it?
No, it's not that I
You
don't
just
like
got to
it.
I
pick.
I
don't
sell
think-
TMNT Ultimates, man.
I don't think they're
so-
gonna go too deep with these. I think he's $35, but
Listen to this guy. Listen to the problem he's got.
Got a
I'm
little-
not going to go too deep. I'll just get the first 18.
It's super cool looking.
Yep.
The sculpt is great.
Yep.
I don't get what the two have to do with each other.
Nothing.
nothing.
Welcome
It's-
to Welcome to He-Man and the Turtles. I mean Turtles, sorry.
Turtles,
It's just
not
it's
He-Man.
just a crossover.
It'd be super more plausible if it was an armored bounty hunter in a galaxy far, far away.
And as we know, they did Ninja Turtle Universal Monsters crossovers back in the Playmates days, but this is NECA, and they're doing their own version. That's not ready yet. They're doing their own version.
Spoilers!
And I'm assuming that Super 7 may eventually, possibly, hopefully, get to the Universal Monsters, and there's some really good stuff.
That
so.
would be amazeballs.
I think Cody's just trying to tell you we're ready.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. Well, to be fair, it is a Ninja Turtle.
To be
so
fair,
check out that Igor Leonardo. He looks pretty badass. Although,
Are you sharing this podcast in your turtle group that's full of like?
No, nope. That's a family-friendly turtle group. I don't think I'm gonna. The first thing they're gonna hear is talking about how you like trannies and shit, and they're gonna be like, "Nah, the admin who boots people for saying fuck."
We never talked about
it's the
trains.
admin who boosts people for using the laughy emoji.
Yeah, the laugh emoji, motherfuckers. Ban that shit. Okay, we can move on to the next thing. This is a Last Ronin statue. It's about 10 inches tall. It shows the Last Ronin with his combination O weapons running across. There's a Casey Jones mask.
Which
on the
turtle
ground
is
there.
that?
Spoiler alert, Michelangelo.
He's wow.
Yeah, all the other turtles have died.
And so Mikey's he's not a party animal anymore.
No, he's a badass motherfucker is what he is.
Oh, I bet it's a fun story.
And
Those are the
really,
kind
to
of
be
stories.
fair, he wasn't really a super party animal in the comics anyway. He was just kind of like that's how the cartoon.
That's a
interpreted him,
cartoon.
and everything is taken it
From there.
since then. But
It's beautiful.
looks great.
You gonna buy that?
How much is it, did you say?
50.
Oh,
So it's not a lot. I almost have to.
it's beautiful.
Yeah, it's
Pretty cool.
And if you like the story,
And it's got all the articulation of a McFarlane figure. So.
which is 0. That story is really good. It's just he's going to try to kill the Shredder's grandson. So him being the one who killed all of the other turtles. April's fucked up. Like
What's
this,
his name?
this guy- yep.
it's a weird name.
Something Oroku.
It's cool.
Yeah, looks real good. Diamond Select is doing that one. So actually, pre-orders are open right now. It's supposed to come out this fall. Yep, that's it.
Pass.
Check these motherfuckers out.
Oh my gosh.
What?
Hagar the Horrible?
You remember these fucking Sunday morning comics?
I do.
Well, they are doing some fucking
No, I really like that Beetle Bailey.
Beetle Bailey, fucking Sarge. Who I forget what the dog's name is. What's the dog's name? Grim. That's
I'm
right.
surprised that he
Hagar
knows.
the Horrible, Dennis the Menace, Curtis.
Never regret bringing Jeremy out.
Billy from Family Circus. What, you didn't read these shits? I read these shit every Sunday. Now, granted, Beetle Bailey kind of sucked, but I thought,
Always wearing his cap and doing his thing.
yeah. I think I'd probably rather have, like, Garfield.
But there's Garfield stuff, isn't there?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Tons of Garfield
Yeah.
stuff.
I loved Garfield.
And Kelvin and Hobbes, but they've never made anything.
That is
Kelvin
kinda
and-
weird.
It was the creator.
He refused?
He said, fuck you.
Man, I loved Calvin and Hobbes.
Here's the deal. I busted my ass to create these family-friendly, wholesome characters. The only thing I'm going to license is Calvin peeing on things you don't like for the back of your redneck pickup truck.
To be fair, he didn't license it. Not one bit.
That was important for you to mention that, Jeremy. That helped the joke along.
It did.
Thanks for
Well, you know
sharing
what?
that.
I got to have my moments
Obviously,
too there,
you didn't
Peter.
fucking license it.
You know?
Go back to Boba Fett.
Man, I should have fucking said I didn't want you to fucking come here today with your goddamn COVID ass.
I already fucking licked your McCafe cup too. Enjoy the COVID, bitch.
Licked my wiener.
Wait a minute.
What?
Mikey's not the party animal in the comics. Does Donatello does he do machines?
Kinda. Yeah.
Oh.
He's like the smart one. I mean, Mikey's like, it depends on what version you're going with.
That's
now, but-
not Steve's Turtles.
Yeah.
I'm just curious.
Well, I will
I mean,
say
are they
the
all different, or is it just Mikey?
No, I mean he's kind of fun or whatever, but he's not as extreme as like the cartoons.
He's not dumb.
No.
He's pretty dumb, right? In the cartoon, he was kind of dumb.
Yeah.
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 I wouldn't say dummy, a little bit kind of like surfer, like
Yeah, like-
kinda,
Okay, we're
Spicoli,
the
man.
Turtles. We're the Turtles.
Oh fuck.
Jeremy, who are we? Who are we in the cartoon Turtles?
Well, I'm Raphael.
Nobody asked you. I said Jeremy.
I
Fuck,
think
that's a hard one.
No, it's not.
Raphael.
No?
Fucking Leonardo, Raphael.
You think he's
Michael
Leo?
He's
He's fun.
dude. It doesn't
Who's
matter.
the
He's
party
the fucking
pooper?
leader. Who's the guy? The whole reason we're all in the same room is because of Travis.
And me.
That makes him the leader.
Maybe,
I mean,
but in the
Raph's an
cartoon they
asshole.
all
That's easy.
in the cartoon they all fucking rag on him because he's such a fucking boring guy.
Because he's lame.
Okay. So unfortunately, then
Why'd you look
Steve
at me?
is- Steve is everybody
This is
but Mikey.
his show.
We're all Michelangelo and he's everybody else. Because we bang on him because he's fucking a loser and doesn't do anything and he's lame. He's a fucking asshole like Raphael and he's like Donatello because he invented water sources for people to drink from and he's a fucking
I
hero.
think you'd be Donatello.
That's what I just said.
Yeah.
And you'd be Mikey because you're the party guy. That's obvious. You are more fun than all of us
Yeah, you
Hard to
combined.
probably
say,
are.
man. Me and
Well,
Travis.
You're
Travis
easy
and I
going. You
combined
just
because
go with the flow.
Steve doesn't know. Steve can't
Brings
spell.
that
party.
Raphael in the
Bring that
cartoon
way
was really sarcastic though, so that's where like
That could be Peter.
yeah.
He's a movie Raphael. I can't believe this. I'm gonna go take a walk because I can't believe you threatened me. And he puts his fucking undercover coat on, calls himself rich, and then goes out and does his thing. So, and
You are movie Raph.
and because he's the only one in this room that I want to smash his face with a cricket bat. So,
Nobody understands cricket.
You got to know what a crumpet is.
You gotta know what a crumpet is.
So those
Cody
Sunday...
is obviously April. Have you seen his ass?
Oh, yeah. So those Sunday morning comics figures are blind box, $13.99 a piece. Go for them.
Yay!
Boss Fight Studios. Great. Good time.
I like. Trevor goes, "What's the market for the 75-year-olds?"
I mean, he's not wrong. Kids ain't going, "Where's my Beetle Bailey?"
I was hoping okay.
What?
I was hoping you were going to talk about this.
Oh, yeah. You got some more pictures there, Code Man? There we go. What's that?
That's a
that
silver
there?
hawk holding
It
a
is.
silver hawk.
It's by Ramen Toy.
It's more of a
This
falcon
is more
than
of
hawk,
a.
but-
It's more of like a statue, kind of.
Is it?
Yeah, I
Looks
mean,
really articulated.
it's articulated, but it's tall, so I call those statues. If they're tall, they're statues.
By definition, if it's just tall, it's a statue.
And by the way,
Carl Miller's a
listeners,
statue.
I guess I am Michelangelo.
listeners, this is important. If you don't buy this figure, you're never allowed to have an opinion on anything Silverhawks ever. If they do a cartoon, they do a movie. If you don't spend the money on this, you have no opinion. So,
True.
So they obtained the license from Super 7, which, I mean, we do know that Brian Flynn guy, I guess, owns Silverhawks now. It's a 1/12 scale, so about 6.8 inches tall. And it has 25 points of articulation, so it's not a statue like some
So it's
asshole
not
said a minute
that
ago.
big. Because, like, Masters of the Universe Classics are about 7 inches.
Yeah. Awkward.
It'll work. I think
thanks
it's gonna work.
for
What-
bringing correct info, Jeremy. We
No,
appreciate you.
well, I'm not reading it straight through. The thing is, like with this guy, he's very, very, very shiny.
Looks pretty cool.
And the Super 7 one is not so shiny. He's very
Super 7
just
is a
gray.
Super 7 is like the cartoon. You can't make a cartoon shine.
Well, you can.
You mean you can put white on it and make
Yeah,
it
you
look like
put
it's
white
shiny,
and a little
but-
bit of the black. But yeah, I don't know. I think this guy looks pretty fucking cool. And since I canceled my Silverhawks subscription, maybe I'll just end up
He's
getting
$100
this guy.
bucks.
Well,
Did
yeah.
you say $100?
Yes.
Well, he's
90.
Yeah, but pre-orders for the figures open on January 24th, and Ramen Toy is offering a limited time early bird price of $65.
Fuck that.
So
Yeah, I'm out.
In the butt.
Yeah, so the only people that are buying this are hardcore Silverhawk fans, right? Or people that
only
just have the
Is
money.
that a thing?
There
Yeah,
must be.
it's
There
gotta
has
be.
Is there a true hardcore Silverhawk?
Let's
I don't know.
Let's
That's-
look on Facebook if there's a Silverhawk Facebook group.
Oh, there is.
Oh yeah, there's probably got to be
see how-
less members in it than my Pac-Man group.
Well, so I guess that's the question then: is how many people are actually in that?
You go down to the mall today, not the Muskegon Mall because there's nobody there because it sucks. But you go to a real mall where there's like 1,000 people, and hey, do you know who Pac-Man is? Yes. Do you know who the Silverhawks are? No.
That's
Every
true.
motherfucker
That is
in
true.
that place, from wheelchairs to strollers, they know Pac-Man. Don't nobody know no fucking Silverhawks.
That is true.
Except for that fucking weird creepy guy with the lambre piercing that works in Hot Topic. He might know what Silverhawks.
So what's the guess? How many people in the Silverhawks group?
200.
I have no
I'd
fucking
say
idea.
1,324.
I'd say 1,325 because the Price is Right rules.
Pete wins is 1,500.
Yeah. Thanks, Bob Barker. Going to the Showcase Showdown.
So I mean that's pretty substantial. I mean when you think about it, the Cabal is the #1 group for Mythic Legions, and there's just over $3,000 in that.
Yeah.
So I mean, there is a group, there's a market out there.
And if you were a Thundercats fan back in the day, you most likely enjoyed Silverhawks with the same
why would you
voice
say that?
same voice actors, same company did
The
it.
public group for Thundercats and Silverhawks combined,
Oh,
$17K.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's a lot of
And
losers.
16K is all Thundercats.
It's possible.
it's possible,
Not
yes.
16, but
15.5.
yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know that company, so I'm a little, like, even if I was a big
It's
Silverhawks
it's
fan,
an overseas company. I don't know
Yeah.
if that means anything to you, but it is called Ramen Toy.
Yeah,
It's kind of a good name.
All of the
We've all enjoyed ramen at some point,
all
yes.
of the I have not. I've never had ramen noodles.
How are you fat? It makes no sense.
You ain't fat.
You ain't nothing. I think I got a piece of pizza around here somewhere. Ding dong, man,
dong,
ding dong.
man.
Yo,
You can be a picky eater. It's all about quantity.
that's true. That's true.
Man, when I laugh, I do look like that gremlin from Jeff's drawing. God, do I ever?
You're gorgeous.
I'm that fucking gremlin.
All right.
Yep.
Next photo, Cole.
That's all I got. That's all my toys. So
That was it?
yeah.
And you chose to finish on a Silverhawk, huh?
Well, I had more, but my
Old
phone.
man Kyle.
But there's old man Kyle. I had more,
He'll
but
be
they
buying
wouldn't
those.
save pictures. So
He'll be the guy buying those Sunday morning cartoon figures. So
not at all. Oh, Kyle.
Kyle.
Yes, yeah.
Kyle
Kyle's
would
already
be
got
the-
him on pre-order.
Kyle will be the bye-bye of the Silverhawks, putting them in the booth for what they're going on eBay, and then getting pissed at you because you got it for $10 less right next to him, and pissed that nobody's buying his stuff because they're buying yours. Toy drama, right?
Drama if we got
no, there's still toy news.
Oh, there's still toy
Are
news.
you
I'm
all set,
done.
buddy?
Yeah,
okay.
go ahead.
All right, then let's do this. Let's talk about.
Travis thought he had a few more minutes to find some toy drama.
Oh well, this toy news is toy drama.
This is, and it will fall to both, of course, but we have to discuss it. And the store horseman sale for the reinforcement wave is still going.
not evergreen though.
Matter of fact, it just did go. As far as I'm concerned, you can get, you can go back on now and buy as many figures as you want. It was a day limit that they had on the 12 figure
Limits.
Yep, of each. And now that is out over. There is a few left, and there is a few sold out.
Yeah.
Yep. So currently, well, real quick, just to throw it in there, we all knew what was coming, except for they did surprise us with the Sir Gerard Standard Edition.
Yep.
Which was in there.
Which is the same figure, just different packaging.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah, it comes
Exactly.
with the skeleton head.
Yep.
Right.
Yep. The Barbarian Deluxe Builder sold out. Black
After
Knight.
everybody bitched because like, well, what makes this twice as expensive and you need more figures?
Black Knight sold out. The Orc Legion Builder sold out. The Templar sold out, and the Sir Gerard sold out. So all that leaves us.
Skellies and gobs?
Yep, skeleton, goblin, and dwarf.
Oh, dwarf.
Yep, and the
That's
bronze.
because dwarf people are hardcore and want more dwarves, but dwarf people are cheap as shit.
They're the Jejo.
Talking to you, House Seal.
The Jejo collectors of
House
Mythic
Seal
Legions.
is cheap.
Fuck.
And he loves some dwarfs.
Everybody, dwarf. It's the fucking the last one there. Well, I love them enough. They should give them to me.
Well, so even better.
Will White says Sir Gerard is back.
Oh, really?
What?
I'm on the site right now. I
Oh.
just pulled it up, but I'll take a look. So this is a good one. Cullen Culp.
Do you think maybe he meant it's back like because it was
Oh.
gone before and now
Yeah,
it's
could
back?
Could be.
Man.
Could be.
Cullen Culp, who does a lot of great stuff in the Cabal. He posted a real fun one today, and he said where it stands. And now that you can put a higher number than 12 in, you can actually put the number, and then it'll tell you what is left of that stock if the program is working the right way.
So if you put like 3,000 in, it'll be like, sorry, only 400 are left.
Exactly. And so right now, Reinforcement Skeleton Legion Builder, 820 left.
That's it.
The Goblin Legion Builder, 1,300 left.
Damn.
I knew the Goblin was probably
Yeah,
be the last
he's
one.
saying it's back in stock right now. So
I'll refresh it and see what I got. The Bronze Dwarf Legion Builder, 369. So the dwarfs are about to sell out.
I would like to stock up on some skeletons, but I just don't got the cash right now.
Yeah, it's
I'm
hard.
blowing all my
But
money
the
on
hard part
E-Man.
is this is the cheapest you're ever
And
gonna see
You
him.
bought like
I got a Beetle Bailey coming.
you bought those Happy Meal things yesterday for $3 a piece at the store. He bought everyone they had. He spent like $40 on these Happy Meal but I mean,
Can't
But
get any
I
skeletons.
don't need a skeleton. I already got a skeleton.
Dude, plus you love what you love, man.
Love what I love. Yeah.
I love it.
Love what I love.
I'm just pointing out an anomaly. Doesn't mean I don't.
I don't even understand me, Steve. I don't know why I do the things I do.
But I will say that this was. I'll be straightforward. I thought that this was gonna last about 15 minutes. I didn't really care how much the Horseman bought. I just thought it was going to blow out quickly. Now, I think the limit of 12 made a huge difference.
I think that's bullshit.
Back to sold out.
You think that
Back to
limit-
sold out.
Back
it's
to
gone.
sold out.
They heard us.
What do you mean the bullshit, Peter? What do you-
I think the limits. You know what? You have product that people want. Get out there and make your money. Quit fucking pandering to some of these whiny ass cunt bitches.
They made money anyway.
And they got more people to get it. I understand how they're looking at it. You know, the more people that get these figures, the more chance those people are going to get hooked. You know, and this is the time. They're cheap. I understand what you're saying too, Pete. Just put it out there.
We can't change the culture until we start to enforce it, and that's the problem.
I don't know if that.
Why are you worried about it?
I will say that's the one thing I think the Horsemen. I actually like how they pander to fans. I like it.
Let's just
I
face
like
it,
certain aspects of how they do
They're a
it.
good company.
They are a
What you
very
gonna
good
do?
company.
You pander, but when you need to. It's not pandering if it's to the negative. It's squeaky wheel gets the grease.
Yeah, but so with
pander
that,
to the supporters.
but with that said, I think they're pandering to the supporters when they do something like this. If it could have, so
They're not. They're pandering to the complainers when
Yeah,
they do
but-
something like this.
But if they wouldn't have had that limit, there's people out there that might have just got on and bought 200 of one figure. I understand what you're saying. So who cares? That's money in the Horseman's pocket. I understand that part of it.
Don't you do that, Travis?
I do that.
But at the end of the day, if you've got somebody who's going to buy one or somebody who's going to buy 200, who do you want to buy those figures?
From this, I think you want the person that's going to buy one. I do. I think that's how you get more people into your
Why do you
line.
need more people if you've got people willing to buy 200 of your figures?
Because tomorrow I might quit. But if you got if you got 10, I know it's not going to happen. But if you got 10 people, the chances I don't know. I understand. I get what you're saying, but I feel like you by getting more people into the line, you are helping your line grow.
And I would agree with that. You piss off the guy that was going to buy 200 of the figures and he doesn't, and 100 people all buy one, you made half of the money. And guess what? The one figure person doesn't typically end up the next sale buying 200. The guy that buys 200, the next sale buys 200 again. The guy that buys just the one for his collection only ever buys one.
Yeah.
So, you know.
Well, and I think too, it's the difference being a pre-order.
I don't like
versus-
people that bitch getting their way. That's all this comes back to.
Yeah, but a limit of 12. How many people really went on and bought 12?
I didn't buy any out of fucking
the guy
pure
buys-
principle.
if the guy
they
buys-
gave me a limit and I said I'm not buying any. Fuck you, Four Horsemen. I was gonna buy 36 of each, and I said nope. You're going to put limits on me? Fuck you. I thought this was America. Apparently, it's not Four Horsemen, so I didn't buy a damn thing.
If the guy that buys 200 creates a faster sellout because there's so many people buying that many, and then raises the price on all of them, then people can't get them for as cheap. You lose people that are into the line.
Well,
Ultimately.
that Silverhawk is a good example for me. I actually think that looks cool.
Mm-hmm.
I think it looks really cool.
You're not going to pay that much.
I'm not paying that much.
It's a lot of
I'm
money.
like, wait a minute. You're telling me I can go buy a Sir Gerard figure for $37, which I
But
know
you
for a
can't. It's
fact.
sold out.
Yeah, well,
Again.
I got a few. I look at that figure and go, you know, why would I buy this when I can buy the quality aspect of it? To me, is just
Then
a huge difference.
then buy enough to sell 200 to one guy and then 1 to 100 other people. When are the Horsemen going to start listening to me?
I think they're doing just fine without you.
They're doing just fine without the whiny bitchers that only buy one figure and want the sale to wait till their payday.
I don't think there's really that many. I don't know. Just to me, it doesn't seem like there's really that many whining.
Nah, it's they're loud. They're like dwarf fans.
Yeah.
They're like House Teal.
And I'm a dwarf fan. I like dwarf fan, but I'm not like I only buy dwarves kind of guy.
We've said it
But I do
100
love
times.
the dwarves.
There's no way to make everybody happy. So you find the blend. You go, hey, you know what? Here's a 12. You know, you can buy 12, which you're damn right. The average person's not buying more than 12. You know, that's a kind of a sweet spot.
I'm a pretty big
It
Mythic
made
Legions
sense.
fan. I didn't buy 12.
I do, and I feel like the other side of it. To be honest, I when I said that to you guys, when I said I'm glad they put a limit on it, or I would have bought more.
Did you? If you don't mind talking about it, did you end
I
up
bought
buying
12 of everything.
About 12 of everything.
Of everything. Yep.
Okay.
And I would have
Thank God.
bought more.
Travis is like our own personal fucking store.
That's why I didn't buy any. I knew Travis was gonna go fucking hog wild.
God bless you, Travis Bolles.
So now are those in stock, and those they actually have those? They're gonna start shipping those.
I
Correct?
got some
Within
painted
2
things
weeks.
for you.
Yeah. Works.
Do me a favor, never do the math on our trade.
Yeah,
ever.
yeah,
Just don't
yeah.
ever do that, so
Yes.
that I can I'll just put this on my tab.
Yes.
Put this on my tab.
Right. That'll probably be the better way to do it.
If
right?
Travis had a financial advisor, God, it'd be over.
If
You
my wife-
realize you're losing $7,000 a year, right? All of that is through your 3 podcast hosts.
He invested $5,000 into some things, and he traded half of it to Steve for a few painted heads.
I love it too because the figures that Steve gives me are like, he got that figure from me.
He's literally just painting your shit and handing it back to you.
Pretty much. And getting more shit.
Right.
Here,
I'll give you this painted figure that you gave me.
here's a figure with a painted head. Now give me 2 more of that. Then I keep one in my collection, paint that, trade it in for 2 more.
I would be willing to bet that in the membership of the Cabal, because I asked everybody,
Yeah.
you know,
Yep.
and some people don't know how to read, you know.
Oh, yeah.
I bought this many today. That's not what I asked, dumb shit. But if you were to look at the collectors, for somebody who does 0 customization himself, I guarantee you have the most Mythic customs. You know, some people have more than you because they do them themselves.
Right,
But for
right.
somebody who's a third party like me, I bet you have more than anybody else.
He's about to have more customs than he does original figures.
It's getting pretty kind of
Say
crazy.
the
Yeah.
Scale's got to be tipping.
Well, and I actually too, like right now I have, like, this is a great wave too because I have like 30 heads. Like, you know, Steve's got his rack. You know, I have 30 heads that are just sitting there going, those need bodies.
Yeah, give me a body.
I ain't got nobody.
Shredder.
Yeah.
Are you done with my body?
Yeah. So the fact that it lasted as long as it did, I think that was great for fans. I think there was numerous people online saying, you know, thank you. So the limit,
Yeah, did Twin Sawyer jump on and tell all them they're ass kissers too, or is that just me?
Dude, if you're going to get upset.
Oh my god! What in the fuck
Travis
is wrong
just
with
cummed
you?
out of his mouth.
God damn it!
He just.
Oh, it's on the video. You just fucking Cody, will you get Trev's helmet before he hurts himself? God damn it!
Somebody get this man a toenail.
Get him a toenail to chew on. Oh my god! You are a disgusting creature.
Please tell me that was visible on the camera.
we need to go back to that shitty camera. Cody, no more of this. Really
Travis
nice thing.
says no more HD cameras.
No more HD. Nope.
It was like,
You broke him.
That was a good one. So awesome, great thing again. Once again, obviously, I'm hoping that it continues this way. Also, does bring us into a little bit of drama. Of course. Does anybody got anything else they want to say about it before we get into
No,
a little bit of drama? All right.
I'd love to talk about some drama.
So as amazing as it goes, of course, as amazing as it goes, people happy, everything great, you know. Brennan McGreevy posts, Evergreen, they said. This is all caps, by the way.
Oh, Jesus.
oh no, you know he means business when he hit the caps lock.
Evergreen, they said. In stock whenever you want to buy them, they said.
It's been a long time since they've said that.
Ha!
They have said it.
Legion fans will be Legion fans. Kelly Chase says, in stock whenever you want to buy them on eBay.
In stock whenever you go to Travis's garage and he's not home because you know the door code and help yourself.
Ta'antung.
Was that one thing? One word?
No, it's 3 words.
Okay.
Ta'antung said, yeah, kind of disappointed when I saw sold out sign on Evergreen. Evergreen meant to be always in stock, they said.
No, evergreen actually means it doesn't ever lose its needles, but whatever.
Blake McCormick says they backed off the Evergreen comment a while back.
Yeah, they haven't used that in a while.
Which the original poster comes back and says, true, I'm mostly just breaking balls.
There's them folks out there.
Aaron Page said they have said it wouldn't be an Evergreen a long time ago and have been consistent in saying so ever since. You've had a long time to place an order. It took the first ones a long time to sell out. Original poster comes back, says, very rare. Apparently jokes don't fly in the cabal.
Jokes don't fly in here.
Well, what did Elliot Lee have to
That should
say?
be their slogan. Jokes don't fly.
No, just don't go around here.
Jeremy Collinsworth comes in and goes, Brendan McCreevy, who is the original poster, well, a joke has to be funny. If you randomly call a slim, well-dressed man a fat slob, you can't get mad when people think you're weird instead of laughing at your joke.
I disagree. Jokes do not have to be funny. Pete makes them all the time.
Oh, no. Because of the time on the Cabal, they made it abundantly clear that they didn't think I was very funny. Although it had like 60 laughing face emojis.
Which one was that, by the way?
I don't recall.
He doesn't hold grudges, though.
It wasn't Oliver Peterson or Amy Scott.
This doesn't seem like a joke. It seemed like you were complaining about something based on incorrect and irrelevant information because that's what your words said.
Yep.
So Brendan McGreevy's a little upset they weren't Evergreen. Nah, he said he's joking.
He's just joking. He's just kidding.
It's just a joke.
He's just kidding.
Oh, yeah, he's the one to get shit on, but too late. You put a target on your face that said shit here.
Drool right on me.
But, by the way, Will White says instant replay, the spit is visible.
Yeah!
God, I can't wait to see slow-mos of that. Come on, fans.
Welcome to episode 240. We got a special guest today, Julio Iglesias.
I'm so sorry, Travis. I want to
It's
hug
gonna be
you.
great.
That's okay.
Who's your favorite rapper of all time? LL Drool Gang. Yeah.
Are you
I
gonna
can tell
be,
you've been watching
I
Letterkenny.
feel like you're going to be Peacemaker when you get home.
Figure, dude.
Everybody hates me.
They're all laughing at me.
That's a tongue. Fuck you, Shorzy.
I'll be the guy in the window. Are you crying?
What are you doing? Cody, did you watch Peacemaker yet?
No, I don't like PC stuff.
Do you watch Letterkenny?
You're going to love this.
Cody?
Yeah.
Do you watch Letterkenny?
Yeah.
I fucking love Letterkenny.
Jim Sargent posted in the My Wife's Gonna Kill Me support group, not so much drama, but a little bit of information here. He said, this is a graph representing the percentages of the type of collectors in the cabal, as polled. Travis has wondered many times about the breakdown. Let's say customizers to completists, who collects Mythic Legions. So he started a poll. He had a poll in the cabal, and then he compiled it into this awesome pie chart, which I love this stuff. I'm glad when someone else does it. Part of what Travis's question, though, is who is buying more? In a recent post on the Cabal has hinted that a very popular customizer who Steven is quite smitten with has over 500 figures on display.
Jeremy Gerard.
With a representative 35 customizers in the Cabal, if they each bought 500 figures. Now he gets into a bunch of like numbers and stuff that I don't really understand.
Fuck math.
Yeah. But what I will say is this graph that he provided, Cody, I sent this graph to you. If you could pull this up.
Wow.
There's a couple fun.
Hey, Paltrax, Wesco is not the same chain as Tesco. It's West Michigan local.
Darn, it's not great to see, but just to get an idea here. So the blue of this graph is cherry pickers. Okay, so that's going to be the people that just buy the certain figures that they love. Mm-hmm. Jeremy, would you
That's
say?
right. That would be me.
Yep. Peter, you're becoming a completist.
I'm trying,
Yep.
but I'll never get there unless I start whoring myself out.
Yeah, the back stuff is going to be really tough.
Right.
Yep.
Because nobody will just sell it to me at retail because I didn't have the money to buy it then. Bullshit.
Customizers is the next biggest chunk, which was 18%. Completists 11%, which I would call myself a completist.
Is that yellow?
Yep. Steve, what are you calling yourself here?
Well, I'm both completist and customizer.
True.
Yeah, but you also cherry pick extra figures for customizations.
What would you call yourself? You could say a customizer probably, or
I would say, not.
Wait,
I'd say more of a completist.
Yeah.
Tell 'em what green is.
Green is a good one. It's people who just have to be different.
I would actually call myself a Lou Ferrisi because he
Yep.
got his own wedge.
Lou Ferrisi did get his own wedge because Lou just kept adding, and you can add things.
Yep.
That he just kept adding all these different things. So that was Jim just calling him out.
You know what I love about Lou Ferrisi?
What?
Finally wore him down.
You did.
Just like you did Heidi. And he's now a listener of the podcast.
Yeah. So as you look at this weird one, Mitten Box, that might be collectors. To me, when you talk about Mythic Legions, that's just weird.
Yeah, it is.
Well,
don't get it.
Billy Beige makes a great point. I cherry pick, but it's a lot of figures
Yeah.
because technically, if there's 8 figures in a wave and you buy 7 of them because you just didn't like one of them, you're damn near a completist. Although you're still a cherry picker, you still have a shit ton of figures.
That's true.
Very true.
Old Billy Beige. Who made that graph again?
Jim Sargent.
Jim Sargent.
Yep. Who's been with us
Sergeant Jim.
Long time.
long time. Got
Yeah,
to meet him in
yes.
person at Legions Con.
Yeah.
We did.
By the way, if you want to meet us in person, Legions Con's a great place to do it.
Yep, we're gonna be there, and we're gonna be recording live, set up, actually doing our thing.
Maybe.
I will be, even if it's just me and my phone.
Well, as long as you make it happen.
Jeremy-
I mean,
Jeremy's
I will
over
be
there
there.
farting on a snare drum.
Yep, that's it. I ain't farting on no snare drum.
You know what? We got to figure out a way. We got to figure out a way to get Cody there with his camera and get him to actually document it.
Cody'd
Cody's
fit
room
in
in the
my
car.
fucking carry-on.
That is true.
There's room in the car, Cody.
The $15 is tempting. So.
Spend $800 to make 15. That's Travis math, is what that is.
All right, so that wraps up. Oh no, I guess there was a little bit more toy drama.
What's that?
Maybe having to do with something that's sitting in front of us.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I don't even know what you're talking about. You want to enlighten me?
So Derek has made it a personal mission.
What the hell?
If I was not in a monogamous, happy relationship, I would have children with Derek Harris.
I wouldn't. I think he's got a lot of problems.
I'd fuck him at least. Or let him fuck me, I guess. I mean, let's be honest.
I love that dude.
So Derek has been going after Adam Bradley Freeman.
Pretty hard.
Pretty hard.
Which
Poor
is
Adam.
awesome.
Poor Adam.
Poor Adam, my ass. That motherfucker.
Isn't Adam probably one of the shittiest people on the internet?
I
He's
don't.
up there.
I'm not a bully, so I'm not going to say.
All I can tell you is that he's been very nice to me personally.
Okay.
Have you've talked to him like one-on-one?
I mean, texting wise, yeah. I haven't
Like private message
hey,
with him?
Yeah.
Not recently, though, probably.
Not recently. No, it's been a lot. Well, when I kicked him out of the
Did we
Poacher
fucking
group.
vet him at all?
Who you friends with?
Hey, I've known him for years.
You gotta remember, Motu fans, he's been
You got to
pretty-
remember. No, I just did a Zoom with fucking Oliver Peterson and Amy Scott and ABF.
See,
We
you
had
guys,
a great time.
you only met him
Yeah,
in
ABF's
like
been
his-
around.
in the dark ages. Like I met
The
him.
Dark Ages? The guy's a fucking asshole.
Yeah, he's been notorious in the Motu community for a long fucking
a
time.
very long time.
Like,
Why were you texting with him if he was notorious?
Well, because he was cool. Like he's always been. He talked positively about my customs. He's in my turtle group. He was really cool. And then I started seeing stuff he was doing elsewhere. And actually, well, a little bit in my groups too. But he would apologize to me. I'm sorry, man. I just couldn't hold back. Fine. I've had people do that before. But then I see what he does and what he says, and I hear stories elsewhere, and I'm like, oh. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Human garbage. And the next time you fucking post, and I got pissed off about a new post. It wasn't a new post. It was an old post again.
Hey,
The whole "my wife is gonna cuck me" shit.
Yes.
It's not even funny.
Can I ask this real quick?
You can ask whatever you want, baby.
Why is there a negative? Why is that? You called Steve a cuck earlier in this episode. Why is that a negative thing? What's negative about that?
The idea, the insult aspect is you sit there and you watch another man fuck your wife.
Yeah, Travis doesn't understand
So,
what it is.
That sounds fun as fuck.
I'm in. I would.
Yeah, but
gladly.
you used it negatively.
I understand that.
It's a sign of weakness.
But it's a cultural reference of being able to insult someone.
It's very weak.
I think it's hot as shit.
What?
Probably one of my most common
You don't
search
sit
terms
there and
on
watch
the Pornhubs.
another man pass his genetics along in your wife.
If
That's
that's
because
weak,
you
I
look-
don't want to be strong.
You make sure your genetics get passed along. That's how you survive. That's how you stay
He already
alive.
did that.
I don't want no more fucking kids.
That's
Fuck
exactly
that.
that's exactly why. Like we're talking about like horny sex shit, and he looks at it as passing genetics. that is the underlying problem with everything
It's
with
the whole
Steven.
purpose of being horny.
Leonardo.
Oh,
It's
no,
an
no.
instinct
No.
to make you want to pass your genetics along.
Yeah, but I can't anymore.
Just like an animal. We're animals.
Hey, you remember?
Strong survive.
I'm an animal.
I think it was on Netflix. They did that the Waco, Texas like documentary, but
Yeah,
it was like a movie.
yeah,
you
yeah,
know,
yeah.
that's how I imagine Steve. Oh, I'm sorry, Courtney. I'm sorry. I almost started to enjoy myself. Give me a second. Okay. All right. Like I can just see him like
I
stopping
enjoy
before
passing
he
along my
enjoyed it.
genetics.
But you're not passing along your genetics anymore because you're not having any more kids. So
Right.
by your logic, you should not be having sex anymore. You fucking hypocrite.
No, because you see, there's my
Oh, do you feel threatened
intellectual,
again?
logical brain that knows that I don't really want any more kids, but then there's the beast inside of me that just wants to freaking pass on my genetics. And sometimes you can shut the one part off and just let the other one go.
Yeah, I would shut it off and let somebody else pass his genetics into my wife.
No, you don't do that. You don't risk it. Then you got to raise his kids.
There's no risk
Well, is
in
Maybe
my
there's no
world.
risk.
My wife is unable to
But
have
it's an
children.
instinct.
Steve, can you not fight instincts? Like you are you driven by
Of course,
them?
you're driven by instincts. I can fight my instincts, but you can enjoy having instincts too. Look,
Oh, because I want to have sex. I get you. I gotta know.
Because you actually enjoy your sex
Yeah,
life.
I
all a
couldn't
woman
let
has
a
to
man-
do is wave his.
You're
wave
not just doing it because I'm being driven to and I can no longer hold back the beast.
all.
Honey,
women-
spread your labia, prepare for my useless seed.
All the woman has to do is wave her tits in front of you guys, and you guys are slaves to her.
Goddamn right.
Please.
Yeah,
Yep.
she ain't gonna control me.
She also isn't going to have sex with you 5 nights a week.
I
So
don't care.
my instinct is to not be you. Everything that I have in my genetic code tells me to not be like you, Stephen.
Well, your line will die out. Mine will be strong.
You couldn't even have a boy.
It's my wife. My wife wouldn't give me a son.
Yeah, because that's how biology works.
Hey,
We were talking about having, that we only have an only child, and it's a boy. And Heidi said, "Do you know anybody that has an only child and it's a girl?" And I'm like, "No one would just stop with a girl.
oh yeah, they would.
No one does that."
Oh yeah. I got 2 right now. I don't need a third.
Laura.
Yeah, that's not an
Laura
only
stopped
child.
at a girl.
Yeah, but didn't you stop with? Did she? Oh yeah, she
Oh,
does have
with
one.
one.
Just one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Me, I made 2 girls.
You did.
I did. I'm such a pussy.
Nobody
Oh,
likes me.
Well, they always say,
But
oh,
I would say yes, biologically. But I mean, Laura, I'm sure the type of person she is has always treated Sienna very well. They probably have a very good relationship.
As soon as Sienna stopped being a dumbass, yeah.
Right, but has
F them
treated her.
kids.
She would protect her as a mother would.
Let
she
me
would,
put it this way: Sienna texts her whenever there's any sort of serious situation going on,
Right.
which is what a parent should
So
respond to.
so Laura is very maternal with Sienna in a lot of ways, and then plus of course having a grandbaby, I'm sure she treats Eleanor like any other grandma would, and just dotes on her and all that stuff. And so I mean, there's a
she
component
does,
there.
but she also don't take her shit.
Well, but grandmas don't.
Grandmas don't take shit.
Grandmas don't take shit.
Damn, you're right, man.
So at the end of the day, yes, biologically maybe only has one child, but has filled a role of a maternal instinct for another child.
But we
and
still
grandchild.
ended up.
oh my God.
with
Can you,
girls.
Pete, can you just tell me about my life now? Because that's fun.
He agreed with me. Even when he was wrong, he was like, "No, Pete's right about my wife." I was like, "Sorry."
Will you tell Steve about his life,
That's
please?
Wig Sickum drama.
I want life.
I'll tell you what. I'm sick of people always saying that the man's responsible for the sex of the baby. I told Courtney all the time that shit's on her. Her eggs are sluts. They let every sperm in they find. They don't even care.
Okay.
Oh man,
All right.
I'm so sorry, Courtney.
And that's
She
the
loves
thing.
him.
I know we keep
She loves him.
apologizing
She does
to her,
love
and
him.
she's happy.
She
I'm like,
does.
good for you, Courtney.
Yeah, she loves him.
You know, I can tell you why she
Thinks
loves
about
him.
Donnie Wahlberg when he's plowing her. But
Courtney's dad is what's he, 93 now?
Might as well be.
Yes. So that's why she loves Steve. She was raised by an old man, and Steve is.
he's always been 93.
Steve literally he was 8 years old and he went out and he shot a squirrel. And from that moment on, he thought, you know what, I can't be this. And he matured very, very soon. And he's
Pooped
like,
down the trail, shot a
Yep.
squirrel.
came on a tree, called it good. So that's
I did.
You know?
Those are my coming of age stories. They're all involve a walk in the woods.
and the problem is so Travis is sitting here listening to this story about Steve.
Who needs
and he's-
therapy when you got this show?
And Trav's going, why didn't you hit him with your goblin stick when it was kicking? Like, why?
Put him out of his misery.
Aw.
My dad taught me the right way.
Still feel bad about that one.
Yeah. I don't go home and cry like
I know you don't.
Peacemaker guys. I'm like, I like being a pussy.
You cry out of your dick.
Yeah.
Here's my problem, Trav. My biggest concern, and you know what, Steve's gonna be Steve, and Courtney loves Steve, and I love the both of them, and I'm so happy they're together. I just feel terrible because I look at Courtney and go, damn it, she's just not getting what she deserves. Like, I just feel bad because
But she's always got a smile.
she you know that's
She's pretty happy.
That's her trips away from Steve. You know what I mean? So she's always happy when she gets back from Alpina or comes back from a dance competition with the
She's
girls.
happy to get back to me.
You know,
Oh yeah.
She's like, I can't wait to get home to see the man of the house.
and she all of a sudden becomes British.
I can't wait to get home.
Can't we
See
just
the man of the house.
Can't we just really talk about the thing that we should discuss in here? Our wives are just dumb.
I'm pretty sure on that.
Elaborate on that a little.
They love us.
Before I got to live in a doghouse for a week.
They love us.
On my
okay.
on my recording that none of you guys can hear because I suck with TJ Miller when I interviewed him, he literally goes, "Look at you, look at you. She's 9.5. The only reason she's a 9.5 not a 10 is because she married your dumbass." He told me that to my face.
That's funny.
You know, and he said the same thing about him. He goes, "That's why." He goes, "Our wives are 9.5s because they're kind of dumb. They married us." And I'm like, "You're right."
And not only do they love us.
Right.
They love us.
I think Courtney can be smart.
Courtney is smart.
Yeah, right.
Courtney's the only one in this room with a bachelor's degree. How she landed on your bachelor is weird. But.
Curtis's Courtney has Stockholm syndrome.
I don't know what that is.
Will White said in that tree,
Because she's constantly stuck in a home with a stocky asshole. That's what Stockholm syndrome is.
Stockholm.
and that tree is Steve's only son.
No, I guarantee you this bitch made a girl tree. Does it have a pistil or a stamen? I'm not sure, but I'm gonna
God damn it.
watch for the drool. Watch for the drool.
We gotta get so Cody is so good that he can pull the comments and put them up on.
Yeah, so we could. Yeah,
We
give credit
gotta
where
get.
credit's
Yeah,
due.
We gotta get Cody.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jeremy Gerard can do that.
Cody, step it up.
I cannot.
We might have to. Maybe if we give him $5 more.
I doubt it. $250.
It's like cryptocurrency.
All right.
Cody, order yourself a shirt.
You got to pay for it, but
Oh. Where are we at now on the show?
There's a bunch more of the ABF
we had
stuff,
questions in the support
but
group.
we do have those to get to too. How about we finish with that?
Questions about training. Sure.
Or do you want to do that now?
That's up to you, man.
We already did.
I'm the new guy.
We did what are we watching? And thanks UBS guy first. We haven't done that yet.
Yep. Let me real quick. We did have a couple people want to join the support group.
Oh yeah, that's important.
Yep.
Every time I see that alert, I want to just let people in.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You want them in, don't you? That's the hard part I struggle with.
Yeah,
I
that's
don't
why
touch
he's
them
got
at
so
all.
many
I know, but
douche
you
flutes in
want
the
'em,
fucking
don't
cool
you?
Oh
kids
yeah, I
club.
want everybody in.
So like when people don't, I message the people. I'm like, hey, you didn't answer the questions.
Yeah,
You know, and
Vote for
sometimes.
Travis. Didn't answer the question, just write Travis down.
TARV
Key
something. I'm not sure. I'm dumb.
Key in.
Wait, spell that.
KEINN. Key in.
Okay.
Name your favorite host. Steven. Question mark.
Oh.
What's up with the
Can I just
question?
ask you guys this? Why when people name, it's always you two. It's all they always have question mark.
Because
it's
nobody
like
told
this.
them to say Travis. We're running out of space.
He loves Marvel Legends, Tabasco, and Mythic Legions, and he is a Marvel fan.
Who, me?
Welcome, Key.
Oh, that guy is.
Welcome, Key. Key. Carmen Bryan. Sousey? Carmen Bryan. So this is a...
Is a what?
Yeah.
Are you allowed to say it?
Is it what?
It's a joint account.
Oh.
I thought you were gonna go.
I thought you were gonna say it's a woman. They're like, maybe I can't say woman. Remember how Lacey Dean got pissed when I called her a woman?
Lacey is still with us, by the way.
He's on today. I just
Lacey-
read his comments. He was the one that said Letterkenny's hilarious. I love that bastard.
Did you guys see his picture?
Yes.
Holy fuck! How cool was that?
Wait, which picture?
I had never seen it before, but he did a costume, Beastman costume, but
It was
theme
like a pumpkin theme or something like that.
yeah.
And,
And
they used it for
like the cover image or something for this new event or
yeah.
But it was awesome. It's like him walking down like a red carpet with the if that's I imagine it's real or maybe it's Photoshop. I
have
guess.
no idea.
But he's in his
But it looks
Beastman
great.
costume and it's awesome. I'll pull it up when
Yeah,
someone
pull
else
it
is
up,
talking.
please. Or if you got it handy, Lacey, message it to me.
So Carmen Bryan, Southsea says her favorite host Travis for toy drama.
So his favorite, because there's no way Carmen is like.
He's a G.I. Joe fan and Marvel.
All right, so Travis.
Travis.
I thought I had one more, but it's not looking like. Thought they had three.
You know what the question should be?
There
What?
was three.
The question should be, who makes you laugh on the podcast? And then nobody could vote for anybody but me. Except for the one guy who's got a drool fetish. So
And that wraps it up, I guess.
All right.
I'm not seeing
that
the
was
other ones.
fucking hilarious.
It is a good one.
Let's hit some butt plugs real quick.
Butt plugs.
Butt plug.
We're going to plug ourselves.
Ooh.
Plug my butt.
The Scalper shirt, correct me if I'm wrong, Cody, is now available on the site. I guess I'm right. He didn't correct me. So,
Not correct you.
the Scalper shirt is available. All you three people that want this thing.
Wouldn't shut up about
yeah,
it.
just will not shut up about it. Want to go to the website, which is moiktickum.com, the acronym
I still can't say that.
for
right.
my wife's going to kill me.com. You can get your Scalper shirt and wear it with pride.
Unless you're not a scalper, don't be a fucking faker.
Not necessarily always going to be up on the site. So you might want to get it now if you're thinking about it
Quantities are limited to 12.
for the first 24 hours.
Which is fast.
We won't even sell 12.
So now you
And please make sure 2 days after we take it down, be like, well, I didn't get paid in time.
We only have 12 total.
We'll take your money. We don't care if everybody gets one. If you want 12 scalper shirts, you buy 12 scalper shirts.
By the
you
way,
buy a shirt, take a
fucking
picture of
America.
yourself wearing it, and send it to us, and we will let you listen to the next episode of the podcast for free.
and we'll throw you up there too.
Oh, yeah.
Which one?
Yeah, we'll put pictures
We'll
up
put pictures
during our
up.
pee breaks.
We do still have people that want to get into the group, but they haven't answered the questions.
That's why you-
Oh,
that's
that's
why you
right.
can read 'em.
I'm sorry. There was one more support group person, some cool guy, Citric Namrika. You fuck you, Curtis. You did that on purpose. Citric
It's
and
his name backwards.
oh, it is.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's obviously Curtis. Wow.
he did it on purpose.
Well, yeah, because he got banned for 30 days, so he wants to still participate.
and he
Did you let him in?
I did let him in. This is the problem. I did save this. I thought I did, didn't I? Oh, he said Steve. He said Steve.
He doesn't get 2
Damn
votes.
it, Curtis.
He said that Travis.
He can suck a tranny.
Since
He's not getting a second vote.
I got him
Yeah,
banned.
transmission fluid. Suck all that transmission fluid.
All that transmission fluid right out of the automatic transmission.
Yep.
Are we still doing butt plugs?
Torque converters
Yeah.
and all.
Yep.
Chris Fawcett, if you missed the first printing of his Rad Plastic Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles book about the vintage toy line, it is available again at www.radplastic.com. It's got a cool cover,
Yeah, it does.
real neat. So check that out. Butt
Check it
plug.
out.
Sweet. That brings us to.
Thanks, UPS guy.
Who's going first?
I'm going to go first because I don't actually have anything with me.
Okay.
You brought them all in. I got my first wave of my Super 7 Ultimates.
Nice.
God damn, those figures are great.
The actual first wave?
No,
Or-
my first wave, the wave
okay.
you brought in. So Casey, Muckman, Donatello,
Isn't that
Mondo Gecko.
Yeah, isn't that Muckman like the fucking best?
It's amazing.
I got my Muckman just a couple days ago.
It's amazing.
He's so good.
He's good. He's fun.
He is the best version, man. God damn it.
But yeah, I'm hooked. I've got them all. They're all ordered. I'm just waiting for them all to ship now when they come in. So.
I watched a couple of YouTube videos of people putting slime in them.
Did you?
Yeah, that's fun.
Yeah, get yourself some slime.
I would never waste my seat on a toy. So
I wonder if anybody's done that.
Oh, yes. Yes, somebody has done
In
that.
their Muckman?
Oh, yeah, well, I don't know.
Oh, I fuck man my Muckman. You know what I mean? That's
In their Fuckman?
No one's done that.
Somebody has done that.
Somebody
has
had
done
to have
that.
done
Somebody
that.
has done that.
I don't know him.
People are fucked.
I mean, not everybody just drools live on TV.
That's it.
but-
I'm making a fetish video.
Curtis said he said,
myself.
I'll stay with Steven while giving Jeremy a reach around.
Okay.
You
I'll
can
take it.
You
That's all
can
he
take-
really wants.
Still not getting a vote.
How are you doing that, though? So he's going to. Okay, anyway.
It's going to be difficult. We're
Yeah.
fat and things happen.
Already
It won't be good.
ordered it. Now, how about those scalper cards?
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot about those.
that was a good one.
Oh, Christopher LaFeverana. Oh yeah, I'm a fucking liar, man. I'm straight up. And honestly, the reason, because I was worried about never being able to catch up, they put every wave back up for pre-order. And I was like, I'm a cuck. So here we go. Yeah, man. You're right.
In.
Jedi Dick Sensei says Star Wars sucks.
If you're a cuck, that mean you watch
Oh,
somebody
Lacey
else
sent me
order
the picture.
It's
Got it.
It's a cool picture.
them. All right. Travis.
We received a box.
Oh, that is
Please
so
receive
rad.
the box.
We did?
You should send that to Cody.
I'm
Send it
can
to-
I I'm gonna try.
Jeez. Defensive much, Pete?
Fuck you, man.
If people
Wow.
put My Little Pony in a
Lacey,
jar,
is that okay to put up on the? I'm gonna do it anyways. I'll apologize later.
What is that? Okay,
Send it to you, Cody.
sorry for people just listening to the show after the fact, but Will White says if people put My Little Pony in a jar, someone's mucked a muck, man.
Billy Beige knows what he's talking about.
Yeah.
All right, check out Lacey D. Look at this.
There we go.
And it's not a red carpet; it's an orange carpet. But yeah, it's amazing.
Nice.
That is
Oh,
so
good.
good.
How cool is
Well
that?
done, man.
That's
Well
what I'm talking
done.
about.
Freaking
I
awesome.
like it. It's funny.
So awesome. All right. Our White Knight himself, Derek Ayers, sent.
Wow, you can't say that either.
I can't say White Knight.
No, you can't say White Knight.
Our Black
Caucasian
Knight. Our
Knight?
Black Knight.
No, you can't. No, White Knight is like a leader of the Ku Klux Klan, man. You can't say that shit.
I thought, no.
That's White
fuck,
Dragon.
no.
That's
No.
White Dragon.
White
White
Knight.
Knight is like what you call a guy who like runs to a chick's defense.
Yeah.
You know, like
Yeah,
like some
you can't
chick in
say
the
that
bar
anymore.
smacks you.
Yeah, and a
And you
fag
smack
used to
her
be
back.
just a cigarette. You can't say that anymore. Times
A
changed,
white knight
Steven.
is a person or thing that comes to someone's aid. Or a person or company making an acceptable counteroffer to a company facing a hostile takeover bid.
So our good friend.
Loyal White Knights of the Ku Klux Klan, y'all.
Well, they appropriated
Okay,
it, those bastards.
Whatever.
I'm just saying. Come on.
Derek is trying to push Steven and I into Dungeons and Dragons.
Dungeons and Dragons.
Yes. Pete is obviously already there, and Jeremy has expressed no interest.
None at all. Which is a creative, and the way he's got his voices, he'd be a riot.
He's
but
gonna
also-
regret it after.
I think I'm scared.
He's going to
Why?
regret it.
I have.
You got a barbarian as a buddy in the tavern. I'm watching
I
you back.
did.
It's because you guys are so fucking creative, and I sit there and I try to think of stuff that's as witty and cool as you guys, and then I go, I can't fucking do it.
You are so hard on yourself. It is unbelievable.
Oh, you think I fucking like that? I've been trying to stop it for.
So then play D&D and
You
explore
are
fucking rioters.
easily at this table in the top 3 of the most creative people at it. Easily.
Fair, but still.
Which really is just a slam on himself.
I realize that.
I want to see what Derek gave me.
Steve's like, fuck Jeremy's emotion.
Yeah, Jeremy. Look, he whined to me for 4 hours yesterday.
I did. He called me Jeremy Gerard twice.
Because I always say last names.
Right. He did. Jeremy Gerard. What do you want on your
All
McDonald's
right.
order?
So there's 2, and he straight up said, "Tell that pussy Steve to paint these, so you guys will stop being bitches and play Dungeons and Dragons." So, you're gonna regret this.
I'm gonna regret my this.
Yes.
Okay.
Ooh.
Oh, that's He-Man.
By the power of freaking Grayskull.
So, listeners, while he's unboxing this, because he's taking fucking forever for some reason, started drawing up characters, and guess what? Steve is basically Conan, and Travis is basically Dritz Duorden. So,
Do you have your character?
Yeah,
Oh, he does.
I did a sheet
Oh,
for him.
cool.
Actually, Chris Price did a sheet because he loves creating characters and is really good at it.
Oh,
So,
wow.
These are fucking fun.
Okay, so this is He-Man. I just for those of you who
Yoink.
are listening, and I don't want to cut Pete off, but this He-Man and then He-Man and Battle Cat here. We give these to Cody, and maybe he could show them off a little bit, or I don't know. But anyways,
his
zooms
arm
in
is
on the
supposed to be
booze.
off. Okay.
yeah, it's
Good luck.
there. It is.
Oh damn!
Hey, you can see him. Look.
That's
that camera.
That camera rocks.
Camera.
You see how sharp my nails are.
Is that,
Yes, I'm a
I
nail
wonder
biter.
if that's Hero Forge.
I don't know.
And then I will pull up the next
Pretty
one here of Snaddle Snat. Right here. He's on Snaddle Snat. Meow. Look, there's a skull on that. Man, that's a good camera.
That's an amazing.
Take a picture of my asshole.
This is mine.
I don't really want you to take
It's
a picture of my
Dritz.
asshole.
It's Dritz. And Guinevere.
I'm trying to remember if I told Derek that or not, or if he just assumed because you guys are that fucking predictably lame.
I love being lame.
I love your lameness.
I can't wait to paint this.
Well, good. I can't wait for you to paint mine too.
I'm not painting it.
I guess I'll play with a pink one. Yours, that looks like hard to paint. I'll be honest.
You're gonna play with your 2 pink while Steve puts his in his stink.
Thank you very much, Derek. And I will tell you, we literally were going to play Dungeons & Dragons yesterday.
Right.
So,
My quarantine fucked it up. Sorry about that.
but regardless, it's or I guess I should rewrap that. It is going to happen. And you know what? Now that we've really talked about it, we sat
now
here.
Jeremy's in.
And
We're
Jeremy's
not
got
gonna
to
give
be
him
in.
the option.
Yeah.
We're just gonna set it up for a podcast. He's gonna show up. It's gonna be D&D. Hey, here's your dice, bitch. Hey, I did. By the way, I did buy dice. I got dice for you guys. So.
No way. I didn't think you would have any.
Oh, didn't give you any of mine. Fuck you. GameStop had that 6-pack that they were selling, and I had
Not
coupon.
giving you any of mine.
I'm not giving you any of mine.
As he has 1,000 things of dice.
I have a lot of dice. Like you don't even know.
It's a sickness.
I bet for every Mythic Legions custom you have, I have 2 sets of dice.
I bet you're right.
It's
You could fill the
crazy.
ball bin at McDonald's with the dice that you have.
Not quite, but it's bad.
You can because it's gone.
That's true.
That is true.
Yeah.
I don't want my dice to smell like urine and vomit.
At least
cool.
not other people's urine and
I'm
vomit.
I
excited
just got
about it.
another badass set of gemstone dice too that are absolutely amazing.
Hey, can we add Cody? Can we have 5 people in our party? Or
We
is
can
that-
have with 5 would be the max with inexperienced players, according to our DM.
Cody looks like he wants to play Dungeons & Dragons, don't you think?
He looks like he does.
Yeah.
He may not know he does.
Does anybody else kind of want his wife to be to dress up in the outfit that Steve was describing from the Pecker room earlier?
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
I would buy the outfit.
I'd help her put it on. I'm a nice guy. We're just kidding, Cody. Not really.
That's all I got. That's it for me.
Painting miniatures with sausage fingers isn't the same as painting 1/12 figure, Steven. Listen,
You painted minis. You painted some of mine.
I've done it and I can kill it.
Well, it was an owl bear, so it was ginormous. But yeah,
He's got the magnifying glass thing.
He's yeah, but that
does
doesn't
that
help
somehow
my,
make your fingers
my
smaller?
sausage fingers, according to
I think it makes it bigger.
Curtis.
Yeah, maybe.
It goes from sausage fingers to kielbasa fingers.
Can't wait. I cannot wait.
Who next?
One of you two.
Let's see what you got out of the trash bins in Flint. I want to see that mint on card Beetle Bailey.
I didn't get anything.
I got this really cool vintage Pac-Man sticker that somebody had scraped off of a lunchbox. It's pretty rad. I didn't have
would
that
totally collect that.
Are you going or not?
I guess, sure.
I mean, do you want me to?
You can. I mean, it's your shit right here.
No.
Oh, all right. Then I'll go.
Show me that.
So you're saying I need to go get your stuff, Steve?
Looks like Jeremy
Yeah.
was going to do it.
There's a.
No, he's grabbing.
Hell no. I already got his water. Somebody else can be his bitch.
I'll get it. Go ahead.
Go. This is pretty cool.
I ain't opened her yet, but I got me that Masters of the Universe Revelation Triclops.
He
Fucking
did.
Black Flag, baby.
He's so damn good. And he's going to be displayed as the frickin' techno cult leader, because I ain't no bitch.
And mine, when I get one, will. I'm going to throw those part pieces away.
So good.
I thought it was a 2-figure pack. It's not. It's just his outfit.
No, it does have 2 heads, though, so.
It does have 2 heads.
Yeah.
That doesn't make it a 2-figure pack, but yeah.
No, it's like a 1 quarter.
You could almost buy a cheap He-Man figure, minor customization. You could display them both.
That is true.
True.
I do have another Triclops on the way because I couldn't cancel him after I bought that, and I should just let you buy that yesterday, but fuck you. So
In the butt.
in the butt. So very cool. I'm loving these Revelation figures, and as we've seen posted in our POTU group, they fit very well with Classics figures. So
Emil, we are going to make that happen. We will do a Zoom game because you're not the only person that doesn't live here. So Emil mentioned that he wanted to play D&D as well. And Derek Ayers and Eric Bertram, there's quite a few guys that don't live here that would love to play, which we can do over Zoom. But this will be an in-person game to introduce the host. But that is coming.
yep. And continuing in Pete's favorite property, I have a bunch more He-Man figures.
These are Tetris blocks that are magnets, so I can play Tetris on my refrigerator. It's
Oh,
pretty
that'd
sweet.
be awesome. So some of these are from Christmas and some are from yesterday. I'm going to start with this gigantic Skeletor.
Can I, real quick? I know I was out
Go
of the
ahead.
room.
Oh, go ahead. We'll
I
back
saw
up
somebody
right
that had
now.
this figure on a shelf with their classics. You couldn't tell.
Yeah.
Did you talk about this?
I said, well, somebody, they posted it in our group. And,
Oh, okay, yeah.
And yeah, you could, I didn't realize that he wasn't the Classics one, so
Yeah.
yeah, pretty good.
I mean, obviously, if you have them in hand and everything, but in a picture on a shelf.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This is a giant Skeletor from the CGI Masters of the Universe cartoon.
The back of that Havoc staff looks like shit.
Well, yeah, it does.
It's hollow.
It's hollow. Like my heart. Pretty fun. I like this guy. This is my
If you had
probably
a hollow
my,
heart, you wouldn't almost cry every time somebody talked about how good you are.
well, that's true. I'm kind of a piece of shit. He might be not figure wise, but as far as his interpretation on the show, might be my favorite Skeletor, which is really hard for me to say.
Wow.
Yeah.
He's
And
fun.
I don't know if you've seen the show, but
Oh,
his-
I'm sorry. So you're not talking about
not the
how he
figure.
looks. You're
No.
talking about how they make him act.
Yeah,
Okay.
his personality is very fun.
It's a lot of fun.
No thanks. That's the kind of stuff my kid would have in the bathtub.
It's definitely a
Yeah,
bathtub
so
toy.
that's fair. This is the new Sorceress / Tila from that cartoon. Picked that up at Figures and Flicks in Muskegon,
Grand Haven Road.
Grand Haven Road. Don is awesome.
You know how you
Don is
can.
awesome.
You know how you can tell that's Tila
You can't.
by the name on the box.
Nope, it says Sorceress on the box.
Oh, look who knows so much.
But it is Tila.
It is, yes, it's Tila. This is her powered up form. So I think it's a fun figure, and I like her hair.
And
Does
this
a little
is
curly
not.
thing.
That's not from the Kevin Smith one.
right.
Okay.
Don't you guys like that they change outfits sometimes? I mean, don't
No.
that make sense?
Why would you say something so goddamn stupid, Travis?
I'm okay.
I want them to
with
wear
it.
the same thing they've been wearing every day for 30 years.
I
The
mean, I'm wearing
loincloth
same clothes
material
I wore
holds up because it was
yesterday,
made
so,
in Eternia by Orko. It never degrades.
Steve, I mean, that's normal though, right? They should change their outfits.
No, when you're like a superhero, all your outfits are the same.
That's not true.
You open up your closet,
No.
and every
I mean, I'm looking up at a picture of Wolverine. That's like the
Every-
70th outfit I've seen.
Every superhero's changed their costume.
His big collecting growing up and still is G.I. Joe's, and there's like 79 Snake Eyes. But he's like, nope, gotta be the same. He only collects one.
Which one was your favorite Snake Eyes, by the way, Steve?
V2 is the only one that's worth a shit. He knows that. Everybody
Version
knows
2
that.
is probably my favorite.
Yeah.
Everyone else sucks.
Version 1 is second.
I collected 70 version 2s.
All the other ones
I
don't
refuse
matter.
to have one of each.
Evil Lynn.
And you guys liked this cartoon, if I remember right?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
thought it was
I
pretty
liked
good.
it.
Yeah,
It doesn't need to be called Motu, but I like the cartoon.
it's a lot of differences, but I
Yeah, a
didn't
lot.
realize
A lot of differences, and you know how he is with differences. He has no problem with differences at all.
The weirdest thing is like the He-Man fans like this better than Revelation, which blows my mind. I
Really?
guess collectively, yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah.
Are He-Man
there's Evil
fans?
Lynn. She's
I
cool.
thought the Revelation love had. I thought the hate had turned to love.
For some people, yes.
Okay.
After the second half. Orko.
We have 40 viewers. Did you guys notice that? Have we ever had 40 viewers
I
before?
don't think so. Thanks for
I hope so.
viewers.
Thanks,
Hope that
Cody.
stays.
This is the new Orko figure. He's a little robot. He's very fun.
Shit, 1-6 Shooter said he's in for a Zoom D&D.
He's got a little ball on the bottom,
Mhm.
so he can wheel across. It's pretty cool. I like him.
Nate Strong just messaged me. He's in for a D&D.
Maybe we'll do a crossover
12
with
people?
the Legion's Lounge.
Is that show entertaining?
What?
I've never
Legion's
watched
Lounge?
it. Yeah, Legion's Lounge.
Yeah, it's good.
That's very good.
What, Mythic Conversations, Legion's Lounge. Which one's better?
Mythic Conversations and versus Legion's Lounge.
Yep.
Wow,
one's better?
that's a real hard rock of the heart spot.
That's exactly why I asked the question.
Well, I think it's different. It's
They're
like,
different.
I wouldn't compare our show.
Legion's Lounge is better because they're podcast fans, where Gary McGarrard is not on here right now. So I mean, that's obvious, right?
Yeah, but I don't catch their show a lot because it comes on like 9 o'clock at night.
Fuck! Oh my God, not 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time.
And
Holy
there's
shit.
also a thing called replay.
He's
You can watch it the next
That's
day.
that's how I've watched their show is replays, which it's more fun in person. Just like these guys being here, because you get to comment and you get to interact, and I love those guys.
No D&D unless I get to be on Legion's Lounge, boys. So just throwing that out there.
Got a powered up He-Man. Who gives a fuck?
Man, you're gonna have so much fun in the bath tonight. Did you and Steve play with these in the hot
You
tub
opened
yesterday?
this already.
I got my gold He-Man from
Jesus
Super
Christ!
7.
What the fuck is the? Whatever, man.
Wait until he gets to the pink one.
I always needed a trophy He-Man. Look at this. This is my trophy. This is my He-Man award for being a fucking He-Man.
I got
He-Man guy.
two yellow goldy He-Mans in the same day from completely different lines, but they're look, they make out. Oh yeah.